Hello everyone. This is your friend from Naruto Audio Fanfics, and we are back once again with a brand new fanfic. Which is what if Naruto was forced into Jigsaw's deadly game, and Sakura, Hinata, Ino, Temari, Tenten, Karen, Anko, Kurenai and Yugito became his reason to keep living, Part 1. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to hit the like button, thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing Naruto fanfics like this. So without wasting any more time, let's start today's fanfic. People always thought they have a great life, they don't need to cherish what most to them. However, taking the life of another without reason, destroying the lives of others for your own sick little game, killing others for your own pleasure, I find it distasteful to take the life of someone pure in innocence. I tried ending my life by driving over a cliff, yet I was able to live. My body couldn't stop this illness which was eating away at my body. I thought if the doctor in Amersha couldn't find any way to cure me of my illness, I thought of sneaking other out for help. I have heard from an old friend of mine that someone in the Far East, somewhere between the coastline of Japan and the USA, there a large but hidden island stood there. They say there have the best medical doctors in the world. So my search took me there to a place called Konoha. There I hoped there would be someone who was able to cure me of my sickness. John travel by boat there in Konoha. John hope he will find the help he would need. In Konoha Hospital. I'm sorry, there nothing we can do, sir. I'm sorry, but there was one person who could have helped you, but she no longer is here. The doctor told John Kramer aka Jigsaw who he shall become in the future. I see, thank you for your time, John said while putting on his black coat hooded. Then the third Hokage aka Sarutobi came into the room as he wished to have a talk with John, since John was the very first Ankaria guest they had in a very long time. May I have a word with you? Sarutobi asked John. John nodded his head and took a seat on a white chair. What would you like to talk about then? You are the first outsider we had in a very long time, and you speak our language very well. Sarutobi chuckled. Your language is very much the same like Japanese. So it wasn't hard. Now if you may excuse me, I must go. John rise up about to leave the door, but Sarutobi still stood in his way. We don't you stay here for a while. Your ride won't be ready until tomorrow, so please stay here tonight. We're having a special event for the Chunin exams the children will encounter within 7 days. Sarutobi offered John this so he may relax. John was silent for a moment. Okay. John spoke with no anger, no worry or sadness. I'm sorry that our medical stuff couldn't help you. If only Tsunade was here. She could have healed your illness, Mr. Kramer. Call me John. John said. It okay, there nothing you could have done. If how I will die then. I guess I have deal with it then. John then gave away a little chuckle before leaving the room as Sarutobi watched John left the hospital into the village. Sarutobi couldn't help but smile knowing John was a good man, yet he was lost, that is all. With John. John walked the streets of Konoha while walking, seeing everyone was enjoying their night. Some went out with drinks with their family or friends, others went out dancing with their loved ones. However, there was one John found to be just like him. He was lost. John saw a boy wearing an orange jumpsuit with blonde spiky hair with crystal blue eyes. The boy was alone sitting on top of his apartment rooftop watching everyone enjoying their time. However, he was not. The boy felt alone, cold and dark. Then John spoke to get the boy attention. Shouldn't you been with them, your friends? The boy frowned. I don't any friends. I thought I had one, but my friend died a week ago. The only thing that my friend left behind for me haunt me. What did your friend say? John asked. Who do you cherish, and if you do cherish them, why do you cherish them? What is your reason? What did your friend cherish? My friend Haku. Haku cherished the life of a ninja named Zabuza. Altout Zabuza was an evil, strong rouge ninja with no honor. Yet Haku respected Zabuza and died protecting him. What do I have to cherish? I don't have anything. I was born alone. I never knew my mother or my father. The boy sighed. Mind if we talk? John asked the boy. Sure. The boy jumped down from his apartment. What is your name, young man? John asked. Name Naruto Uzumaki. My dream is to become the greatest Hokage ever. But I can't ever show everyone because every time I just screw up when that sand ninja pick on Konohamaru and his friends. I couldn't do anything to save my friends because I was weak and Sasuke had to come along and make it even worse. Is my life truly worth it at all? Naruto asked John. Everyone life is worth something, Naruto. You just to have find your reason why you think it worth. What do you cherish? What make you keep on living each and every day? John spoke in a calm tone while listened to him as if John was like a grandfather to the boy. What keeps me going is my dream. I want to become Hokage so everyone will respect me, but how when there's stronger people out there? Sakura won't fall in love with me because I'm too weak and not strong or brave like Sasuke ever. I don't want he cherish he just an asshole who, just thinking about him make me mad grr. Naruto growl as John chuckle. Angry is not the best strength if you wish to reach your dreams. Your mind have be focus and. John stop and notices there was a scar on Naruto left neck. Naruto, where did you get that scar? Naruto unzip his jacket to look at the scar on his neck. I got that when I was 7. Some drink fool beat me then stabbed me with a broken bottle. I thought I was going to die. But the third Hokage found me and I was saved. He's the one who I cherish because of him and Iruka sensei. I don't know what I would be right now. Naruto chuckle. So you cherish them. Not just them. They're others, but in this village they're bad people, very bad. I see thief and thugs. I don't to do something about this, but I can't. I don't want to case trouble for doing something right. I want to protect my village from bad people. The village does have people with good heart, but sometimes I think there are some beyond being saved. Naruto frown while he sigh. I understand how you feel. No too long ago I lost someone very special to my life. I was going to be a father with my beloved wife, Jill. But Jill had a miscarriage and I lost my son. Thanks to a thief named Cecil, but I want to show Cecil the errors of his way. I want to bring justice to not only him, but many others of those who preyed on the weak and powerless. Yeah, that's so sad. If I were you, I would teach him a lesson. Naruto smile a little. Yes. You are correct. Naruto, you have 7 days until the Chunin exams take place. Is that correct? By the way, my name is John. John said to Naruto. Yeah, why do you ask? Naruto. John spoke his name. Yes, John. Would you like to play a game? John smiled. So this is where you stay? Naruto asked John while looking around the large warehouse as Naruto changes his outfit to suit the America style by wearing just normal clothes like light black pants with a light orange shirt. John chuckled for a moment. Yes, something like that. Now Naruto, there's something I want you to do. Naruto turned around with a big smile on his face. Yes. John. John gave Naruto a digit camera. Naruto, I want you to location this man. John show Naruto pictures of Cecil, the man who made Jill had her miscarriage of John's child. After you location him, I want you to take picture of here he lives and where he most hang out. John said as Naruto nodded. I understand, John, I'm track him down with no problem. John smiled as he pat Naruto on the back as Naruto went up the stairs of the warehouse and out a window. Using his ninja skills wasn't a problem at all. Tracking Cecil locations prove up a challenge as a tracker. Naruto found the city to be one big jungle, so many building to look at or to use as a cover. Naruto found Cecil location. He usual hang around Chinatown downtown during the day. As Naruto took picture, he found Cecil wasn't just hook on drugs, he also was a thief too. Shortly later Naruto returned to John showing him picture of Cecil location in the day and what he'd also. So what ya think, John? Naruto asked while staring at the picture he took. John grabbed his black coat. Let go and see our friend. Naruto and John went downtown Chinatown. There Naruto was told by John to stay in Chinatown, play with the child or help the elderly. While John seeks Cecil out, Naruto did what John told him to. John follows Cecil around, still keeping his space between the two. John didn't felt angry or sad, he only felt pity for Cecil. He has taken the life of unborn child who was ready for this world, ready to live, ready to learn, ready to speak his first word, ready to open his eyes to see the face of father and mother. But that will never ever come. John felt a bit of rage within him, but John kept him cool and calm. John took out a small bottle and put a small cloth on top of it and put it upside down. John then looked over from afar, seeing there were pig masks there. John put a pig mask over his face and secretly hidden the small cloth within the second mask. Then, with Cecil wasn't paying attention, John came from behind him, putting the mask over his face, putting Cecil to sleep as John and Cecil both vanished from Chinatown. There, while Naruto was playing with the children, Naruto got a call on his cell phone which John gave to him. Yeah, this is Naruto. Naruto spoke. Meet me back at the warehouse, there's something I want to show you, something that will begin your lesson of cherishing a life. John spoke on the phone as he hangs up as Naruto left Chinatown returning to John. John warehouse. Naruto could only smile as John catch the man who killed his firstborn child, as Cecil was strapped to a chair as he was bleeding from his legs and his arms were bound to the chair by a metal piece that stabbed his arms and legs, holding him in place. Cecil finally woke up to see John as I stood behind Cecil enjoying the show. It's you. Why you did this to me? Cecil said while he groans in pain. John looked very calm. He didn't yell, he didn't scream at Cecil. Was he calm? Very calm about this. No, you did this to yourself. You took the life of an innocent child. John spoke while walking around Cecil as Cecil stared at John. I'm sorry, please give me time to explain. No, I can't give you time. No one can. Time is an illusion. John said while grabbing a screwdriver. Look, I'm sorry. Cecil said. I forgive you, Cecil. I really do, but addict have ruined your life. John said while staring down at Cecil. I'm bleeding, man. Cecil as he bleed from the chair he was in. Please just let me go. I could let you go. John nodded. But that wouldn't serve you. But I'll talk you what I will do. I'll give you a tool that will help you reclaim your life. That has corrupted your soul. I don't have a soul. Cecil moans, looking away from John. Maybe you will in the next life, Cecil. You see, things aren't consequential. Good things don't lead to good things and bad to bad. People steal, don't get caught. Others live the good life. Others lie and cheat, and get elected. Some people come to help a stranded traveler and get taken out. There's no accounting for it. How you play your cards, it matters. Look at me, do you understand what I'm saying to you? John asked Cecil. No, I mean yeah, I understand. Cecil nodded as John nodded with him. You're nuts. Both Naruto and John frown at this moment. John looked up at Naruto as Naruto nodded his head as John backed away from Cecil as he went behind him to pick up something. While walking back in front of Cecil, Cecil yelled, "Whoa, what the is that?" It's the tool that going to save your life, and I want to play a game. John put the large knife helmet around Cecil's head as John used the screwdriver to tighten the bolts. Your life is a lie, Cecil. Here is your moment of truth. As a drug addict and a thief, you prey on the kindness of others to fuel your addict. Today we're bring out the ugliest inside you out into the open. Now in order for you to stay alive, you have to match your face with the ugliest of your soul. Cecil yelled, trying to move but he couldn't at all. Lean forward into the knives with your face. Cecil screamed. Press hard enough and you'll release the arm and leg restraints that bind you. Press hard though, you'll be free. John smiled. Why you're sick. You. Cecil cursed John. Or you can wait out to bleed to death. Live or die, Cecil, make your choices. John said. Shortly after watching Cecil push his face through the knives, the device which John have strapped him to, broken. Cecil was free, still bleeding though, but free. Oh, you're dead, so dead. Cecil attacks John by swinging his arms, but John moved out of the way and fell into a box of barbed wires behind John. As Cecil kept moving around screaming and yelling. You think he could have learned his lesson? Naruto asked John. John shook his head as Naruto and John left the room. Like you said, there are some people that are beyond being saved. But they have to save themselves. I understand, John. Come, there is much more work we have to do before your time is up. Naruto, when our time is, I want you to prove to other in Konoha that you yourself is somebody, not a nobody. You have show them the error of their ways. Other than will you be able to protect them from the wrong path of life. Do you understand, Naruto? Yes, I understand. Remember this one, the heart must not be there. It must not be revenge. You will helping you or saving lives. However, the choice is up to them to make. Live or die, make your choice. John said to Naruto as Naruto smiled at John as the boy nodded. Who else shall we help, John? I believe an officer by the name of Hoffman is in of help. John chuckled. Well, let's help him. Yes. We shall very soon. A young man was at the village gates wearing a black theatrical robe with a large hood and red lining, holding a black suitcase with his left hand. The guards at the gates didn't bother with the young man who walked by them. The man looked up to see the sky with a smile on his face as he had a flashback just now. Flashback. Well, Naruto, it seems your time is up. John said to Naruto while Naruto was packing his things. Naruto turned to face John. Yeah, it'd been only 5 days and it alright, it felt longer than that. Within these 5 days, many people now know of your work. That they do, but not of your work, where you're from. Are you ready to teach them the lesson of life? John asked Naruto as Naruto suddenly frowned. I'm not sure, am I ready? But I really do wish for everyone to learn. John then pats Naruto on his back, smiling at the boy. Give it time. You're ready when you're ready. I believe in you, Naruto. You are the only one who can help them reach that point, to show them they life is more important than throwing it away. Everyone life is important, no matter how evil, how wrong, how blind they can be. Yeah, I understand, John. Naruto chuckled. I heard a funny story after our little trap with Cecil. I heard that a man died in a trap much like our work. Knows anything about that? John shook his head. No, my traps are simply to give people second chances, not to end their life. The choice is up them. Before you go, Naruto can tell me, where did you hear this from? From the cops. I overheard one of them speaking about that the guy name was Seth, who was killed in a jigsaw-like trap. Naruto grabbed the newspaper and tossed it to John. As John grabbed it and read the front line, Jigsaw strike again. John looked a bit upset about this. He then looked at Naruto. Seth was Hoffman's sister boyfriend, but the sicko kill her. Revenge is like a poison, that's what you told me. Naruto smiled. Remember, Naruto, you're doing this to help them, not for murder, not for some sick pleasure. It must not be for revenge or ruled by hate. The heart must be close, and all those who have wronged you, they are your work, your reason for doing this. John put his hands on Naruto's shoulder, looking at the boy face to face, eye to eye. Naruto closed his eyes and nodded his head as he reopened them. I know, John. I have to thank you for helping me open my mind. I was so a few days ago. And now I feel better. John let out a small chuckle. I hope my art can help you, John. I made them for you just like me. You need to help too, and I hope you and I will meet again someday. I look forward to our next encounter. Next time, could you bring some of warm flesh green tea from Konoha? John laughed. Yeah, sure. Naruto laughed with John. Oh, Naruto, one more thing before you go. There a little gift I want you to give to your friends, that girl Sakura and the boy Sasuke, and of course your sensei. John gave Naruto 3 gift boxes for Naruto to give to his friend. Your friends, I will know they will like it. End of flashback. Training ground. There Kakashi, Sasuke and Sakura, all 3 waiting for Naruto to show up, as Naruto has been giving away letters to each of them during his trip with John. Each letter was single for them one by one, as Naruto finally arrived at the training ground, still wearing the black theatrical robe with a large hood and red lining. Naruto pulled the hood down to show them his face. Naruto's hair grew a bit longer since Naruto never got to cut. He was still the knucklehead teammate of 7 to their eyes. Hey guys. Naruto spoke to them. Good to see you're back, Naruto, right on time as well. Kakashi spoke. So how was your trip to America? Naruto smiled more. It was great. I learn a lot there. I enjoy every moment. It good to have you back, Naruto. So did you bring back anything for us? Sakura asked with a big smile. Naruto nodded his head, went inside his robe and took out 3 scrolls and gave it one to his teammates. Sakura, open your around 9 o'clock tonight. Kakashi, open your 10 o'clock tonight, and Sasuke, open yours at 1 o'clock tonight. I have sent these scrolls to a timer, so you can't open them until time runs out. Naruto explained. Ah, I really want to see what you brought me. Sakura frowned. Don't worry, you'll love it. Sakura-chan, trust me. Naruto grinned. He then turned and say farewell to his friends for now, as Naruto returned to his apartment to rest, as his journey back home took a toll on him. At 9 o'clock for Sakura. Sakura lay there on her bed waiting for it to become 9 o'clock so she can open her gift from Naruto. Once the time was up, Sakura quickly unsealed the scroll, as it was a small box with Sakura name on the tag from Naruto. There was a tape there right next to the plus toy that Naruto gave to her. The gift was a little Tomberry doll. As the tape say, play me and you will learn. Sakura play the tape while she grabbed her plus toy resting on the bed, as a voice spoke from the tape recorder as it spoke to Sakura. Hello, Sakura. John's voice spoke to her as Sakura rose up from her bed looking at the tape. What that? Sakura thought. I know you are wondering why is this tape recorder is within your box. I wanted to have a moment of your time. Listen if you will, if you wish to have a strong, more peacefully healthy life. John said as Sakura say nothing but listened to John's voices. For this past week Naruto has helped me in many ways no one could have. With his help I was able to see the error of this world and you people. What I want from you is to listen and learn from your mistakes. Naruto isn't a fool as you think. For years Naruto has tried his best to win your heart, however you always shut him off. Why is that? John asked Sakura. Sakura couldn't say anything at all as John spoke once more as she listens to him. Don't think Sasuke Uchiha will be the one whom will gild you to the light. Do you believe that he even paid attention to you to being with? Do not believe you are on Team 7 with Naruto. Just because of bad luck, Naruto has told me what happened during your battle in waves. You did nothing, only stay aside while Naruto fought for his life. Why is it when someone kind-hearted and brave try his best to win the heart of the girl he loves, she turns him away? Sakura frowned more and more, feeling the guilt inside her heart as John say was true. She didn't help Naruto or Sasuke. And when Naruto was most hurt she ran to Sasuke as if Naruto didn't even exist. The guilt was eating away at her soul. If you want to live that peacefully life you dream of, become the friend that Naruto never had, become that special person. Naruto has never told you this, but he loves you. He wishes to only be accepted by you. But if you continue to avoid Naruto, then your life will become nothingness, but a cold empty void of despair. Sakura, listen to me. You are too young to think about love at your age. Focus about your future first. Life is like a game. Some people make the right or wrong choices. Now Sakura, what paths you shall choose, live or die, make your choice. The tape stop as that was all John had to say to Sakura. What he say was true. She was young, too young to throw her life away for one boy who doesn't seem to paid attention to her. And one boy who does. That boy was Naruto Uzumaki. Sakura sighed, holding her Temari doll closer to her chest. As she lay there on her bed, she grabbed the tape recorder and play the tape again. As that night Sakura listened and listened, she did. Sometime later at 10 o'clock. Hello Kakashi Hatake. What is this? Kakashi said as he looks at the box from Naruto, as the gift from Naruto was a pair of sunglasses and small keychain of a blue dragon. Unlike Sakura, Kakashi was given a videotape. As Kakashi played, he watched the video of John speaking to Kakashi Hatake while John was working on little doll friend named Billy. I wish to play a game with you. The name of the game is Here As I Hear. Okay. For a week I have spent time with Naruto, learning from him, listening to all his stories. I wish to know, do you think of Naruto as a person or as a demon, as many villagers had called him? From what Naruto has told me, you don't paid attention to him like everyone on the team. You have seen the suffering Naruto has been through. You should know what going through Naruto's mind. Yet you too have shut him off. You know who Naruto is, yet you favor someone else than the son of your teacher. I have read your files. I know your past, Hatake. John finished fixing up Billy and turned facing the camera, as in the background it shown that Naruto was asleep during the time that John had made these gifts to Team 7. What I want from you, Mr. Hatake. I want you to listen to him. I want you to listen to Naruto. It is only right that the teacher will listen to his or her student. There much to Naruto's history then meets the eye. Remember this, Mr. Hatake. The student shall surpass the teacher, but without the wisdom of the master, the student will be on the path of injustices. The video went black as John turned off the camera, leaving Kakashi to wonder what happened between the two. What did Naruto learn from John during his trip to America? Hearing John's message make even Kakashi wonder of his actions during the mission in Waves and the mission before that. He was always focused on Sasuke then Naruto. Naruto is Kakashi-sensei's son. It would only fair if Naruto is treated right like Sasuke. Kakashi sighed while holding the blue dragon keychain on his right hand. After a few moments of silence, Kakashi decided to start over for the best. No more game, no more fooling around. Team 7 will become the best team Konoha will ever see. Kakashi promised that to himself. All his loved ones are gone, his family gone. With this new team, Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke, a new family can or maybe be born again. Much later with Sasuke Uchiha. There in the open box a Raven Plus toy along with large poster of words, strength, will and heart, were the words on the large poster, which was written in Japanese. There on the ground a broken tape recorder laid there on Sasuke's floor as Sasuke lay there on his best. I can't let it go. Sasuke mumbled to himself over and over again. I'm sorry Naruto. But I can't let it, not until I face him again. I can't forgive him for what he did. I can't forget the nightmares that haunt me. Sasuke's eyes went Sharingan as the very sight of Itachi's eyes that stare, the stare of betrayal. That is someone nobody can't let go the pain of being betrayed by someone you respect, someone you know, someone you love, someone you once called Big Brother. Naruto's phone rang that morning. Naruto woke up and saw it was 7 in the morning. The sun was barely up. Naruto picked up the phone and spoke with a yawn. Hello. Hi Naruto, good morning. Sakura-chan, what you are doing? It's 7 in the morning. Naruto asked his teammate. Well, I want to say, I'm sorry for being so mean to you, Naruto. Sorry, I always thought you were a bothersome, but you're really not. I want to thank you for the gift you gave me the other day. Thanks, Sakura-chan. Naruto smiled. He really did like that. He didn't know what made her turn a leaf. I know it early, but wanna have breakfast at my place. Maybe some other time, Sakura-chan, but I would love to eat with you. Thank you, Naruto. Sakura hung up, leaving Naruto to wonder why the suddenly change, but it didn't matter. Sakura was being nice to Naruto at all. Then a smile suddenly grew on Naruto's face. Thank you, John. 2 hours later. 9 o'clock. Naruto was eating breakfast at his favorite ramen place to enjoy his breakfast, as today is the first part of the exam will take place later on this afternoon. There Naruto was enjoying his breakfast alongside him as Sakura, one of his teammate. Naruto liked this new side of Sakura. She was still bit of the same but kinder, more of the real Sakura that Naruto always wanted to see. Sakura finished her meal shortly after Naruto's third ramen bowl. She was gentler and somehow better than she was before from Naruto's point of view. Then it hit him as Naruto smiled at Sakura as the young boy said, "You cut your hair, Sakura." Naruto finally noticed her long pink hair was cut short. "You'd like my new look." Sakura blushed a little. She was glad Naruto noticed her new look. "Yeah, what made you cut your hair? You always had it long," Naruto said. Sakura was silent for a moment. "Well, since the Chunin exams are coming, it was time for me to change it. Not all fun and game when this exam are like games to test our abilities as ninja, and since I saw you changed as well, I want to be look differently than before." "That good to hear you're turning a new leaf, Sakura," Naruto said after he finished his meal. Sakura paid for the both of them as they still had time before the first exam starts. Sakura followed Naruto around the village until Naruto asked Sakura why. "Naruto, I want to make it up to you. I was always so mean to you before, and didn't see you're a kind and great guy." Sakura bowed her down on the ground. John's words haunt Sakura's mind all that night. His words were true. She was selfish and unfair to Naruto. "I forgive you," Naruto said. Sakura raised her head up, looking at Naruto. "Why?" Sakura asked. "Why I forgive you so easily, you ask? Well, because Sakura, you were my first love. You may have hated me and called me a dumbass most of the time, but that never stopped me from loving you. If you want to truly forgive yourself as well and be reborn with my help, I can help you, Sakura. I truly can. Help me, Naruto, please." Sakura begged Naruto. "Very well then, Sakura, help me fix this village. Help me draw out the illness that has haunted our dear beloved village all these years. You may not look like it, but you are a very strong and healthy female." Sakura nodded her head. "Yes. Naruto, I want help you. I wasn't able to before, but I want to make my life better than it is now." Naruto smiled at Sakura with his true kind gentle smile. "Come Sakura, we have must work to do. I have some thoughts of our perfect test subjects. But first we need some space for us to work in peace, and I believe Sarutobi-san will help us." "Are we dropping out of the Chunin exam?" Sakura asked. "No, we are not. We will take the exam and work on our little project as well." Sakura. "Tell me, Sakura, do you like to play games?" Naruto asked Sakura. "Yeah, I do, always have when I was a little girl," Sakura said. "Sarutobi office. You want used to rent space for what reason?" Sarutobi asked the two young children. "I and Sakura want to do a little experiment together, and we need some extra space to work in peace, like a large house or a warehouse if you ever have one," Naruto said as Sarutobi was thinking the two were in a relationship, a deep one, seeing the two were a bit too young to play house with one another. "I will give you this extra space to rent, but don't do anything that might backfire, okay?" Naruto. Sarutobi said as Naruto nodded his head. "Yes. I understand. Beside us only using this space until the Chunin exams are over," Naruto explained. "A little game me and Sakura are playing, like the betting game." Sarutobi glared at Naruto for a moment, then he sighed with a smile. "Very well. I give you the key to this mansion, which has not been used in a long while. It's outside the village, about 10 miles away. Naruto grabbed the keys to the mansion in the forest of Konoha. 1 hour later. Wow, this place is huge, it got 2 basements. Sakura said as she just came from seeing the basement. This is where we will work in peace and test our experiments. Sakura, I want to go to the store and buy me this items on the list. Don't worry about the money, you're using my money. And have your shadow clones help out as well. I'm gonna be busy drawing out little device to use in the experiment and I'm gonna an old friend. Naruto explained to Sakura as Sakura took the list of items to buy. She left the mansion and went shopping. Naruto went to the master bedroom and picked up the phone and dialed John's phone number. There the young student called his master to see how things are doing with John and his work over other as well. Hello. Hello John, how are you doing? Naruto asked John. Doing well so far Naruto, how is thing going your way? Have you started your work? Not yet Sakura, working me with my work, she's more help than I thought. I must thank you. No, there no need to thank me, she made her choice, she chosen the path to help those she turn away. She saved herself from her own despair by choosing to help you with your work. I believe she can help. But remember Naruto, no good heart can go without being tested. You want me to put Sakura in a game then? Yes. But a game of face-to-face, whether to see does she have what it takes to survive. I know the perfect game. And that would be loved as I loved. Remember, you are helping her to open her eyes to see the world different. Yes. I know John the First have a special game in mind for her. Good luck Naruto. Sakura returned to the mansion with her shadow clones with the equipment that Naruto asked her to bring. Which she did there. Hooked to the wall was Naruto's black theatrical robe with the red hooded. With a small note on the hood there, Sakura took it and read it. In order to bring this game to life, I need the life of your most trusted friend. Can you do this Sakura? Can you bring the one person you cared and respect into this game for your rebirth? The only trusted person is Ino. Sakura spoke as her eyes shut to think for a moment. If she truly wanted to change for the better, she promises she'd made a promise to Naruto to make it up to him and to herself as well. She'll play his game, she must, or it game over for her life. Sakura took the robe and notices there were 2 things inside the pocket of the robe. The first item was a fox face mask and the second item was needle that will put the victim to sleep. Then Sakura remembered John's words that still haunt her mind still even after she promised to help Naruto in his little game. Live or died, make your choice. What is your path? What path you shall walk Sakura? Sakura left the mansion returning to Konoha. There her first target would be her best friend Ino Yamanaka, Sakura's childhood and best friend. Today will be that night. 2 lives shall change for the better or for the worst. In Konoha, Yamanaka residence. There was a knock on the door. Young Ino Yamanaka came downstairs from her bedroom after a normal hard day from a normal D-rank mission. It was raining outside on this dark night. Ino asked who was at the door. Sakura was silent for a moment before she spoke. Hey Ino, it's me Sakura, can you let me in? I want to talk with you. Ino peeked at the door small hole to see Sakura in the rain with the hook over her face, but lucky Ino saw some of Sakura's pink hair and her green nail polices as Sakura showed them to Ino. Ino as she opened the door. Oh hey Sakura. What are you doing out here in the rain? Sakura launched herself at Ino, stabbed the needle deep in Ino's left side of her neck as Ino's body felt numb. The last thing Ino was Sakura wearing the fox face mask and Sakura's voice. I'm sorry Ino, it has to be done. Back at the mansion, Sakura dropped Ino's body on the floor after taking off the robe, shaking her head. But suddenly Sakura got bop on the head from behind by someone as the unknown person grabbed Ino's left foot and Sakura's right foot, dragging the 2 females somewhere inside the mansion. Moments later, in an unknown area of the mansion, Sakura woke up first to find herself in a very odd position. Sakura was wearing a gas mask with a tube hooked to it to a machine. Above her head was a large water tank filled with fresh water. But it didn't stop there. Sakura was stripped from head to toe. In midair on her stomach with her in the air, Sakura looked behind her to see Ino was on the floor also, but there's something chained to Ino's neck like a necklaces. It was a devices. When Ino woke up, she quickly covered herself. She was the floor and air was cold as her on her were hard. Suddenly there was a voice that spoke from nowhere as his voice echoed throughout the room. Hello Ino. I wanna play a game. For years you two have been selfishly fighting over the love of your life Sasuke Uchiha. This rivalry has strongly nearly ended your childhood friendship with one another. Ino, it was you who told Sakura she should feel good about being different, you who gave her strength to be who she is today. But sadly, even since Sakura said she liked Sasuke, what reason did it bring you to feel jealous over this one boy who doesn't know you even exist? The voice said. Who are you? Where are you? Ino asked. That voice, I know that voice, can it be? Sakura thought to herself. Today we will see how strong your friendship with Sakura is. Over to your left you can see tools for your choosing. The gas mask that Sakura is wearing is hooked to a machine that will drain the water down to her, drowning her slowly. Unless you are able to make Sakura develop juices and liquids of her own that will fill the small glass bottle below Sakura. They say friendship and love is a powerful thing. Tonight will you show us how much Sakura is important to you? How important is your friendship? Is it greater than your undying love for Sasuke Uchiha? Live or die, make your choice, Ino. The voice said as the game have already started, as the machine alright started unloading the water from above down to Sakura. Sakura, hold on. Ino called her best friend name as Sakura was taking in some small load of water so far. Sakura drank the water at first, but for how long that will last nobody knows. Ino got up and turned to the table to see the tools that will help save Sakura's life. Ino's face became cherry deep red from seeing the tools that will be used to save Sakura's life. There were 5 tools to use to make Sakura develop her own juices to fill the bottle. You sick perv, you just want me to her. Ino yelled with venom in her voice. Ino, help. Sakura spoke but stopped when the water started to fill her mouth. The 5 tools were: the tool was a green color dildo, the second was a bigger thicker blue color dildo, and the third was a strap on which was a double one, a red colored. The fourth and fifth were vibratos. The fourth was big and black, very thick, about 7-inch, and the fifth was a 10-inch one. Ino sighed while blushing with embarrassment on her heart, but in her soul. She have to save Sakura, but in her mind, if Sakura dies then Sasuke be all to herself. But then what if this was a trap? What if Sakura wasn't drowning at all? What if Ino dies from a gas-filled room since she wearing a gas mask? Ino thought if she dies then Sakura have Sasuke all to herself. No, Ino, stop thinking like this. Sakura is my friend no matter what. She was my first friend, I can't let her die like this. Ino thought to herself as she grabbed the strap on and the vibratos that was 7-inch long. Ino put the strap on herself, filling the dildo inside her. It was long and thick. She quickly let out a moan just by putting it inside her. But then the unknown voice spoke. I forgot to inform you, Ino, that the necklace around your neck is a collar. It will get tighter and tighter, so tight it will cut off your air, casing you to coke to death. Sakura's life isn't the only that will end tonight if you don't hurry. Ino knew she must save Sakura and herself as well. Ino grabbed Sakura's and feeling her best friend, but as Sakura had a very nice. Ino thrust the dildo inside Sakura's while Sakura herself gasped when she felt Ino entering inside her virgin. Slowly feeling her best friend thrusting the dildo inside her, Sakura let her tighten around Ino's dildo. Sakura's juice was dripping from Ino's dildo as her juice dripped down from the dildo down into the bottle that waited to be filled. Oh, this feels so good. Ino cried out as she too was dripping wet as her juice as well dripped down to the bottle as well. The bottle was half filled but still wasn't enough there. That's where things were getting bad. The water tank above Sakura started to fill the rube that hooked to her gas mask, and Sakura couldn't drink it all. And that necklace around Ino's neck started to tighten around her neck as Ino felt she is about to be coked by strong hands of a male. Ino thrust the 7-inch vibrator inside Sakura's asshole. Sakura screamed in pain and pleasure. Her eyes widen in pain but so become eyes of pleasure. Ino grabbed Sakura small a, even although they were small but still Sakura have. Feeling Ino rub her fingers around Sakura's as well as pitching them, turning the bubblegum hair girl on even more from being by her best friend. Sakura couldn't hold it even more. She was about to come. She'd need to come bad. All of this pleasure was too much for this young girl. As well as for Ino, she was young too. She was about to come as well. I can't hold it anymore, Sakura, I'm gonna come. Ino screamed in pleasure as she did came. Both her and Sakura came at the same time, filling the bottle with their juice of cum, filling the bottle fairer than just filling the bottle up. The tube that hooked the gas mask unhooked itself the moment that glass bottle was filled with cum. The necklace around Ino's neck unhooked and fell to the ground. There was a line scar around Ino's neck. Sakura was free from the machine. Her body was lowered to the ground as Ino fell down on her best friend. The two snuggled together after making love to show their friendship was important. Then their fight over Sasuke Uchiha. Sakura was sound asleep. As for Ino, before she passed out into slumber from Sakura, she saw a person which was a male walking toward the two females. As the unknown male spoke to her, You are alive. How does it feel to know you are alive? Some people don't appreciate life, but you have shown me that the lives of other you cherish is more important. Who are you? Ino said weakly. She was barely keeping her eyes open at all. I am the one who gave you your new life. Sakura has been reborn and so have you. Ino blackout. The last thing she heard was Naruto's voice. Ino and Sakura have won. Their rebirths shall not be the first I will see. Yes. I know Naruto. How it does it feel to know you have the changes the lives of these young women. The voice of an old man spoke. It feels good, very good. My heart and soul feels better than ever. Naruto chuckled with a kind smile. Good Naruto, you must remember this and those who will carry on your legacy. You are not a murderer, the choice was theirs to make. Sakura has proven herself to carry on your work as well as Ino, but unlike me you are young Naruto. So when my time comes it will be you that will know the true appreciates of life that my work shall given birth to. You are the son that I never had. I hope my lesson and my words will help you on your quest to make your world a better place. Goodbye Naruto. Goodbye John, may we meet again. Naruto hang up the phone as Ino and Sakura were in the master bedroom as Naruto finished talking with John on the phone. Let the games begin. Naruto smile as he now know that John will always be there on his side. Naruto's work in Konoha has only just begun. The true test shall begin in year. The Chunin exams will understand the true appreciate of life. Once you see up death close, then you will know the value of life is. Ino Yamanaka woke up from her slumber after taking her test. Ino woken alone under the covers. She felt her scar around her neck from that necklace from that trap. Remember what she had to do in order to live, but that proven to not only to the man who tested her but to herself. Her friendship with Sakura was important to her. Ino found her clothed on the ground near the bed and a small note. Today your new life begins. The note said, leaving Ino to frown a bit. She wondered where was Sakura. And was she alright as well? Ino was confused. She wasn't sure what was going on here not one bit until the door of the master bedroom opened as a person wearing a robe with a hood walked inside the room. Who are you? Ino asked. The person removed their hood as it was Sakura who entered the bedroom. How are you feeling, Ino? Sakura asked her best friend. Confuse was all she has to say at that moment. I don't know what's going on here. Right now all you need to focus on is your new life. You have been reborn, Ino, can't you feel it? Sakura could see Ino's eyes were filled with fear and confusion. Where is he? Sakura knew who she was talking about, the one who set the trap. He's away on other business. Sakura said as Ino then said, I wanted to thank him. Sakura was surprised to hear those words from Ino's mouth. Sakura, your friendship I forgotten how special is, and it almost came to an end because of my mission to make Sasuke mine. Sakura smiled at Ino. I'm glad you understand. He'd opened my eyes, his words and wisdom. If it wasn't for him then I would still be calling Naruto names and being a mindless fangirl. Ino's sweat dropped at that thought for a moment and shook her head twice. I don't know why I had that hatred because you liked Sasuke. I don't know why I feel so jealous. Ino busy her face in her hands as Sakura couldn't help but feel Ino's jealous as they both were jealous of each other, liking one boy who doesn't even know the two even existed at all. Come on Ino, let's take you home. Giving her best friend a friendly smile of hope for her as Ino nodded her head as the two friends left the mansion and returned to their home villages elsewhere in Konoha. In Konoha's hospital it was early in the morning, around 4 in the morning, few hours earlier before Ino woke up. Naruto was in the data stored room searching files of the residents of Konoha. There he found a certain name, a residents of Konoha, a good who took care of the children of Konoha. Naruto remembered John's words, revenge is never the answer, but putting him to the test to see those will live and those who should live. Naruto took that one file out and kept searching through the rest of the files, reading almost of every single resident in Konoha. Then Naruto found his files on everything that Konoha knows about him, yet it was strange there were only files on him. Birth of date, blood type, age, eye color, hair color, weight and height, what team he was on, and his rank as a ninja. However, Naruto felt there were much more missing. When he read on family, there was none who was his mother and father. Their names did not show, only family that was listed was that damn orphan that so-called raised him. A hint of anger builds up inside Naruto, but he'd calm down, keeping his need for revenge behind him. For now only 2 files of these certain males from Naruto's past and his own file. Naruto then left the hospital before morning came to Konoha, returning to his apartment to get some sleep, as this afternoon and as well as this night will be a busy night. Later that afternoon, Ino was helping her father with the family store, the Yamanaka flower shop. Ino was tried, still feeling bad, the guilt that almost nearly destroyed her friendship with Sakura, her childhood friend. Ino decided she gave up on Sasuke Uchiha. A new start for Ino. The scar around her neck was a reminder of greed and lust over one boy that once she and Sakura fought over. Ino, honey, I'm taking a break, would you mind taking care of things while I'm gone? Inoichi asked his beloved daughter Ino. Yeah, sure thing, dad, just don't be gone for too long. Inoichi left the store in care arms of his daughter. To Ino's surprise, Naruto Uzumaki came to her family shop, not being the first time, but still it was a surprise to see the young boy dropping by to see Ino. Naruto, what are you doing here? Naruto looked at Ino and then looked at a pair of yellow flowers. Naruto finally spoke. How are you feeling, Ino? Fine, why do you ask, Naruto? Ino stared at the boy. Naruto walked up to her and looked at the neck scar. Have you learned your lesson, Ino? To find your friendship is more important than winning the love of a boy who doesn't know you even existed. Ino's eyes widened in shock. She gasped. She quickly covered her mouth as she eyes quickly turned to anger. But after glaring at Naruto, her eyes turned to eyes of guilt and sorrow. I have. She told him. Good. He said. Now Ino, listen to me. I don't want you to grow a life of hatred, lust or sorrow. You're a beautiful young girl, as just as I am a young man. We can't throw our lives over the people we loved. We are young, we are still children. Ino, only you and Sakura knows what I did to you is for your own good. I want all of Konoha to feel their lives should not be taken so lightly. Will you help me, Ino? Will you help me and Sakura to make our village a better place to live, for our children to live a healthy, better life? Ino saw hope in her future. Within Naruto's eyes she saw a great future, a future she wished for, the future she wants. Ino gave him a slow nod. Come to my apartment around 6. Naruto left the store, but not before Ino said, thank you. Which led Naruto to smile, knowing his plan worked and Ino was reborn as a new person. Later that afternoon at Naruto's apartment. Ino entered Naruto's apartment. There was a small note on Naruto's bed which said, head towards the home, children are born without family. Ino knew where Naruto wanted her to go to. The old abandoned orphanage where Naruto and most other children who were born without family. Naruto left behind his favorite theatrical robe which John made for him. Ino put on Naruto's theatrical robe and left to the abandoned orphanage. Ino forgot where it was, so she asks few people where it was. After a kind old lady told Ino where it was. The old orphanage. Ino entered the large orphanage, going upstairs. Walking on the old staircases upstairs, Ino saw Naruto and Sakura as they were watching from down below. Two males who were out cold until Ino arrived. They woke up just in time. Sakura said, what's going on? Ino asked. Your first lesson now. Watched you two watched how this game shall play. Naruto said. Down below one level in the old children playroom were two males, one being the doctor, two from Konoha Hospital, that was the health caretaker of the children. And the other male was Din, who was the former owner of the orphanage when Naruto was 7. Both Din and Tu were scars from Naruto's childhood past. Not only they hurt Naruto because of him being different, there were others they have hurt in the past. When they have woken, the two males found themselves chained together by their legs on Din's left leg and Tu's right leg, chained together by steel chains. Where are we? Tu asked. The hell should I know, Tu? Din spoke. Naruto from above clear his throat and copy John's voice, but yet in a demonic-like way to cover up John's voice with Naruto's voice as well, a fusion voice as one. Hello Tu and Din, I wanna play a game. Today is your moment of truth. For years you both have formed a partnership together, ruining the lives of young orphans. Keeping them sick and dirty, unwanted to be adopted by kind, lovable people who would wilily care raise them as their own. Dr. Tu, you lie your way to the Hokage, filling him with your lies, the very lies that will haunt your soul forever. You destroyed the life of a young kind child by the name of Sue, when Sue was finally able to be adopted. Your health care issues, her ultimate fate to die a day later after being adopted by a kind-hearted family. Tu remained silent. He didn't care about the orphans. All he cared about was the money he was making with the people he thought was worth helping. Not children who were on death row in Din's care. And you, Din, you were the ones reasonable for Sue's death. You didn't help her nor the other children by casing the suffering of young pure-hearted children. beating them to death for not listening to your orders to feed off rats for food, preying on Sue and the rest of the girls while helpless they were. Today is the day for your ultimate judgment. The chains around your legs are the bond that tie you together. There is but one key that will help you escape the chains that tie your fates. You have 60 seconds before the chains of your fate drag you down to the abyss of your own hell. The key of your freedom lies within the heart of the dead child you murder. Live or die, make your choice. In the heart of the dead child, what hell that's supposed to mean? Who the hell are you and how did you found out about this? Din yelled. Shut up, asshole, this is your fault. 2. Blame Din. My fault, you're the one who didn't give those kids the stuff they need to live through the winter. Din yelled. At least I wasn't raping little girl like a pig from a farm. 2. Punched Din in the face, but Din recovered quickly and pulled a chain from his leg which caused 2 to fall as he wrapped the long steel chain around 2's neck, choking the child rapist. 2 bite Din's right hand as Din let go of 2 with only 20 seconds left. Din saw a small brown bear with a red heart symbol as the small toy bear was sitting in the corner of the room in a chair that had Sue's name written on it. After seeing this, it was too late. They battle against one another took away their time as the timer reached 0. A large noise was heard as something was unhooked, which the noise came from the floor. The whole room was a death trap. The floor opened up wide like a big mouth as below was a pit of spikes which led the 2 males to fall to their deaths. Both Sakura and Ino turned away, but Naruto watched not of revenge or sick pleasure of payback but as a new man. A man who was took in by John, the man known as Jigsaw. This was Naruto's first trap and it worked. However, the 2 men didn't learn their lesson. They could have easily escaped by getting the toy bear, but Naruto knew one would blame the other and thus keeping themselves from reaching their goals. Now Ino, Sakura, have you 2 lived the lesson today? He asked his 2 students. Friendship and the power of teamwork works better than one. And they were beyond being reborn. They said, sometime you can't save them, they just have to save themselves. Come, let's go, tomorrow is a new day. He said, what if during the Chunin exam we find those who are in need of our help? Ino asked. Then they will have to play our game. Life is the greatest gift ever given, but why those wish to take it from us? What is that thrill other to steal the lives of others? Every life is worth something. One soul is worth 1,000 generations of lives. Murder is never the answer. Revenge is never heals the heart. Can you truly forgive to start your healing? Can you forgive a person who caused you so much pain? Can you forgive? Can you? It has been 3 days since the bodies of 2 and Din were found. So far nobody knew who was behind this at all. Only Naruto, Sakura and Ino knew who did it and why, but they're their own little secret. The mansion. Saw 4 soundtrack. Help Them plays in the background. Naruto was alone in the mansion working a new project of his. He has learned a lot from John. He would be the man who helps his village very well to help the people of his village, making their streets safer for the children. As Naruto was a child himself, he was an adult on the inside as Konoha ninjas. Children who wish to become ninja will become adults much sooner and faster, as even the world of ninjas isn't a fun or happy place. But like John, he has tested himself like student like master, they say. However, Naruto was tested long ago. He always respect the lives of others. He cherish the lives of those who are important to him, be they friend or enemy. Every life is worth it. Naruto knew that. Naruto had his lover, the girl of his dreams, on his side. Sakura, and he had Sakura's best friend Ino. Although he has tested them, Naruto wanted to see what they learn, hoping his experiments has helped them. They were good girls and Naruto wanted to keep them that way. Help them. Theme stop playing. Bored and alone, Naruto decided to kill his boredom by doing something. Naruto left the mansion and went back to his apartment in Konoha. From there Naruto went to the art store Konoha. Hello there, Ems, Naruto kindly said. Do you have some fresh painting? He asked as the woman in the front counter bowed her head and went in the back. Naruto waited. While waiting, Naruto overheard someone yelling, then the sound of a loud slap. The woman of the store came out, and to Naruto's surprise he saw a slap mark on her right cheek. The woman standing before was a very beautiful and kind-looking woman. From Naruto's eyes he easily read her. In her 20s, single brown hair with green eyes, shy but kind. Why does she have a slap mark on her face? Did get attack? Naruto wondered as he spoke to the woman. Thanks. He waited for the woman to give him her name. Sarah. She said her name as she gave Naruto fresh new bags of paint. You have a beautiful name. Thank. She smiled. Naruto paid Sarah the amount the 5 bags of paint cost. Naruto saw how kind she was, so being the kind spirit he was, he gave her an extra 5, keep it. He winked at her. Thank you. Sarah smiled and went in the back of the counter. Naruto used his shadow clone to hide on the rooftop of the store to see what's going on as Naruto returned to the mansion. Clone Naruto jump in the back of the store being sneaky as he can. Clone Naruto saw from an open window that Sarah was a single woman in her age because of her no-good father. Sarah's father took the money Naruto gave her and told her, 25 Ryo. The paint cost 30, you dumb bitch, just like your mother. I'm sorry, father. Sarah didn't have the spirit nor had the will to back-talk her father. I'm going out to get me something to drink. When I come back you better have made some big money. Sarah's father said as he left while Sarah fell to her knees and started crying. Clone Naruto felt bad for Sarah, but he shook his head and poof away in smoke as this information came back to the real Naruto. As when the real Naruto returned to the mansion, to Naruto's surprise he found Sakura there waiting for him. Sakura, what's going on? He asked her. Naruto, I want to talk. She said with a frown look on her face. Naruto nodded his head as he and Sakura went in the basement where Naruto's workstation was at. Sakura had her own workstation right next to Naruto's. He made her workstation for her as she and him went sat down in a small area of the workstation where they can talk. What's the matter, Sakura? He asked his girlfriend. Sakura's eyes looked worried. Naruto, I am afraid what we're doing is wrong. I don't think I have what it. Naruto cut Sakura off by grab his hands to her cheeks. Their eyes met. Sakura, I don't want to hear those words coming from you. You're a strong girl and I need you. I need both you and Ino. You understand what I am doing is to help people. I helped you, now it is your turn to help me. Sakura could see in Naruto's eyes he believes he was doing the right thing, and she knew he loves her and wanted her to be on his side. Sakura promised herself to give everything Naruto want to rebuild the broken relationship they had. Yes, Naruto. She said. After she said, Naruto kissed her deeply. He broke the kiss after 4 seconds. Sakura, tonight I believe it is time for me to show how I work. Sakura looked confused at first, but didn't show me and Ino that last time. No, that one wasn't one of my original works. I borrowed that idea and twist it into my own. Now I will show you a work of my own creation. Naruto said as Sakura asked this question. I won't be tested again. He looked at her. I mean what I'm trying to say, Naruto, as I'm watching am I. Naruto smiled at his girlfriend. Yes, you will be watching, Sakura. Tonight I will show how my work works. We are not killers, Sakura, we are just trying to help everyone, that's all. There are some that cannot be changed and some that cannot be saved. They have to save themselves, remember this, Sakura. Sakura nodded her head taking on note. Everyone deserve a chance. Good, evil, none, everyone deserve a chance. Every life is worth it, a single life is worth as thousands or even more. Naruto, he a different person, he just trying to help everyone the best he can. He loves me, he wants to be respected by everyone. Sakura thought and smiled at her boyfriend, Naruto-kun. She said, which got his attention. Who are we helping tonight? She asked. I met a girl today, sweet nice girl, her name is Sarah. But today I saw the poor girl, she being mistreated by her father. As Naruto told Sakura about, Sakura said, I know. Everyone knows. Then why doesn't someone do something about it? How long has this been going on? Naruto asked as Sakura told him. About 3 years. My mother told me this. Sarah's father used to be a sweet man, but Sarah lost her mother. Her mother was very sick and died while her father and her mother were making love. It destroyed his mind and as well as his soul. Naruto jerked his head back a little. Ouch. Yes, ever since then Sarah's father has become a very nasty father to her. I don't see any light within him anymore. But if we help him, I believe that would be a big thank you from Sarah. Sakura told Naruto while the young Uzumaki said, what if we can't? We can't save everyone. She told him. But that doesn't, we can't try. Sakura nodded her head. Since you know the two better than I, tell me, do you know what Sarah's father do around late nights? Naruto asked Sakura while the pink-haired girl told him. He goes to bars drinking until the bars close down. He come home drunk, fell asleep. Next day he wake up angry and take it out on Sarah. Sakura, I believe this might be your game tonight. Naruto said while Sakura frowned at first but nodded her head. My test. Your test. Konoha bar. Hey buddy, we're closing, said the owner of the bar. As Sarah's father Larry waved his right hand drunkenly at them and left the bar as the night of Konoha the stores were closing and everyone was going home. Larry walked drunk home, mumbled to himself as he'd trip and fell on the ground. Larry took a shortcut using the alley to get home, however not a good choice to pick during the night. When there was the noise coming from behind him, the sound of footsteps were heard. Larry turns around to see nobody there. Drunk and sleepy, he just kept walking home when Larry heard the sound of footsteps again. Larry quickly looked back to see a small person jump at him and stab him in the neck with a needle as everything went black after that. Inside an old building, Larry woke up to the sound of metal. Larry opens his eyes to see his arms were strapped to machine, his arms out straight. Larry tried to move his arms. When he did, the machine pull his arms back. Ah, he said after feeling something poke his back. There was a small puppet standing in front of him. The puppet was odd-looking person. His eyes were red and black. He'd wore a small puppet suit. The puppet was staring at Larry, which was giving the creeps. Hello. Larry asked if anyone was around. Hello, Larry. The puppet spoke to Larry. What the hell? Larry said. Hello Larry. I want to play a game. The hell, the puppet just talked. Your life was almost perfect. You have a lovely daughter and a good life. However, that ended when your wife died, didn't it? You decide to take out your pain, your anger out on your own flesh and blood, your daughter Sarah. What the hell is going on? Larry yelled. Do you know what you done to your daughter? How sad you made her, how much pain you cause her. No, you do not. You only care about yourself. Still, 3 years ago it was the night your wife died. Do you believe you are the only one in pain? You don't know what I lost. I lost my wife, my only joy in my life. Larry yelled. But what of Sarah? She's lost her mother, your wife. Do you believe she didn't suffer as well? Now, not drunk while you were. I clean your body. You are no longer drunk. You cause pain to your daughter. She is joy as well. Or did not love your daughter like you did your wife. She is not family as well. Sarah. Oh God, I'm so stupid. God forgive me. I am not sure even he will forgive you, Larry. Tonight we will see, do you truly deserve a second chance to become the father your daughter once knew? Or will you die as a failure of a father? The device hooked to your arms is chained to a pair of knives to your back. The more you pull your arms together, the deeper the knives will stink. I call this the backstabber, one of my favorites. Ha 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 ha. Damn. Larry as he listens to the puppet. You can sit there and bleed out if you want, but if you do not break free from the trap within 1 hour, your arms will be ripped off. Live or die, Larry, make your choice. The puppet laughed in a very creepy way. Larry closed his eyes and screamed in pain as he tried to move his arms together, but the pain of the knives doing deep inside his back was too much for him. He wasn't a ninja, he was just a normal guy while Larry was trying to overcome his trap. There was a small hole there. Somebody was watching. Are you watching, Sakura? Naruto asked as it was Sakura who was watching through the peak hole. This is your test, your trap. If he has learned his lesson, he will live. And you will understand the true value of life. Naruto told her. Remember, the heart must not be invalid, no feelings, nothing. A tear came down Sakura's cheeks, however she wipes her tears away and watched. As for Larry, blood dripping from his mouth, it'd been over half an hour he was getting tried. He couldn't take it anymore, he was done for, he knew it. He knew he failed as a father to Sarah, he blamed himself for causing her pain and suffering. He wished he could make it up to his daughter, he wanted to give her the happiest she truly deserved. Even if it means by dying, but he knew she still cared about her father's well-being. His death would only give her even more suffering, so Larry tried one more time. He grinned his teeth. Ah! Larry screamed. Click, 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 click. The sound of Larry's arms chain were being unlocked. He was free, he won his game, but Larry lost a lot of blood. Larry fell to the ground hard, he coughed up blood, his sight was going fuzzy on him. As a hooded person came to Larry, the voice was female. You did, Larry, you won. Now do you truly alive again? Elsewhere. 10 minutes later. He's late, he should be home by now. Father, where is he? Sarah peeked her head out to find her father looking like hell, his back was bloody, he was stabbed a lot. However, he was fighting it. Larry looked at his daughter and said, I'm sorry Sarah, would you forgive me? Daddy, I'm so glad you're back. Sarah hugged her father as tears watered down her cheeks as a group of medic ninja arrived. I forgive you, Daddy, I forgive you. Miss, what is the problem? Call for a medic. Oh God, what has happened to him? The medic ninja asked. My father, someone attacked him, And what do you mean by I call for a medic? Sarah asked. Never mind, we need to treat this man's wounds right away. As Sarah's father was taken away to the hospital, Sakura watched with a smile on her face. I now understand Naruto-kun work Larry live because he had a life worth living. We help him become himself again. And now Sarah has her father back. Sakura was glad her trapped work and helped Larry. I hope Ino's test will be successful as mine was. Hello, I wanna play a game. The rules are simple. You are strapped to a chair. Above you is a bucket of acid. No, this won't work. Naruto stopped taping his voice and paused for a moment while looking at his drawing work that he is working on. He called the trap Death from Above, the trap very simple and original. The trap itself was a mean of two acts, one person trying to save the person strapped to the chair with a bucket of acid above their head. If the person failed, the bucket will fall covering the person in acid. But Naruto was having a little problem with this trap as he was working. He gave the girls a day off from work, and since the other genins from other countries are coming, Naruto had to lay low of his work and thus out in his mansion far out of Konoha. Come on, Naruto. Surely you can think of a wonder trap that is fair and well thought out. What would John do if he was here? Naruto asked himself while tapping his pencil on the table, while Naruto's own Billy the puppet was there staring at its creator. Naruto looked at Billy with a tried stare. Got any ideas, Billy? No. You too, huh? Naruto sighed. He rubbed his eyes. I guess I'll put this work on hold. For now, I better go and see how everyone. Naruto got up from his seat and grabbed his orange jacket he normally uses, but stopped as he looked back at Billy. I'll let Sakura do that one. So far she has come very well with her traps. I still need to see Ino's traps. Konoha. Front gates. Naruto came back to Konoha walking toward the front gates only to be greeted by his girlfriend Sakura, who waited for him to arrive, which surprised him. Sakura, you were waiting for me the whole time. Well, you don't have a phone on you all the time. Naruto and also Kakashi-sensei sent me so I can give you this. Sakura handed over a red pass to Naruto. What's this? He asked his girlfriend. Sakura gave Naruto a dumb look at first. It's the pass you need if you want to enter the Chunin exams. It's July, Naruto. Today newly arrived ninjas from different countries are here to take the exams with us as well. Then it hit Naruto as the boy slapped his forehead. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Sakura kissed Naruto on his forehead. Just promise no traps on anyone during the exams, please, Naruto. Sakura smiled at her boyfriend while the young boy said, I'll work but no traps, I promise, Sakura-chan. Beside, I want to meet the different ninjas that are coming here. I bet it will be a thrill. The young couple walked together into the village to meet up with their teammate Sasuke Uchiha, who was training at the training grounds, from what Sakura told Naruto anyways. But however, Naruto and Sakura ran into Konohamaru and his friends. Konohamaru was glad to see Naruto, but when he saw Naruto and Sakura were holding hands, the young ninja in training smiled upon this sight. Boss, who is this? Konohamaru asked while looking at Sakura. Naruto easily answered that question. Konohamaru, this is Sakura, she's my teammate. Naruto told the young ninja in training who Sakura was. Then why are you two holding hand? Is she your girlfriend? Naruto chuckled with delight. He was happy to answer that question. In fact, Sakura-chan is my girlfriend. Naruto kissed Sakura on the right side of her cheek, which made her blush red, while Konohamaru grinned while chuckling. Oh, boss, you are a smooth devil. Naruto scratched the back of his head while blushing. Oh, stop it, Konohamaru. Say I'll teach you some new tricks I pick up. Konohamaru nodded his head. Sure thing, boss, I'll be happy to see your new tricks. Naruto patted Konohamaru on the head. You're my student, as teacher is my duty to teach you. Sakura was hoping Naruto was talking about being a ninja and not being the helper, is what she calls Naruto's new work he does. Well, I better get going. Me and Sakura-chan is going to see where the Chunin exams are being held at. So I'll see you around, okay, Konohamaru. Konohamaru smiled real big at the couple. Okay. Shortly after Naruto and Sakura left, Konohamaru and friends were walking together, but while walking together they thought of what new jutsu that Naruto would and will teach them. But by mistake Konohamaru bumped into and stepped on someone's foot. Ouch. Why, you little brat, said the young man wearing a full black color outfit. He wore purple color face paint. The young man grabbed Konohamaru by the neck of his shirt. You little brat. Konohamaru was freaking out. He's gonna get beat up, he know for sure. The only thing Konohamaru could do is yelled, "Naruto, help." The young ninja in training yelled. Lucky for Konohamaru, Naruto and Sakura wasn't too far away at all. Naruto ran where Konohamaru was while Sakura was behind him. "Kankuro, let the kid go. He didn't mean to step on your foot," said the young girl with blonde color hair with 4 ponytails, wearing a light purple color outfit with the Suna headband around her neck. The young girl carries a giant large fan. "This little brat is going to pay Temari. I won't hurt this little brat much." Kankuro smirked while having Konohamaru's fate in his hands. However, "Hey, let my friend alone." Naruto's voice was heard. "See, told you, now you're got trouble behind you." Temari told her little brother. Kankuro let go of Konohamaru. "As that little brat you friend, huh? Well, your little friend step on my left foot." Konohamaru went behind Naruto and peeked over to have his tongue out at Kankuro just to piss him off even more. "Is there a problem?" Naruto spoke in a calm voice. "My little friend didn't mean to step on your left foot. He didn't see you, or the fact you didn't see him as he is smaller than you. Have you ever thought of that?" Naruto checked Kankuro's behavior while Konohamaru saw a quick difference in Naruto that one moment. "Did he say he was sorry?" Naruto asked Kankuro as the Suna ninja said, "I didn't hear the brat say anything." Naruto looked over to Konohamaru. "Konohamaru, you know what to do when you didn't mean to hurt someone." Konohamaru looked down at the ground but then looked up at Kankuro. "I'm sorry." Naruto smiled at his young student. "Good, see no harm has come to anyone. I take it you're here for the Chunin exams?" Naruto asked the Suna ninjas as Temari answered Naruto's question. "Yes, we are. I'm Temari. I'm sorry about my little brother." Temari apologies of her brother's behavior as Naruto liked the fact Temari seemed to be the big sister and she knows what she's doing. Naruto smiled at Temari and said, "I see you cherish life very well, keep it up." With that said and done, Naruto and Sakura was about to leave the area. However, there a young voice that spoke which caught everyone's attention as everyone had all eyes at a tree. There was a person hanging from the tree as it was a young boy with short red hair with a tattoo that symbolism of love. The boy was indeed a Suna ninja from the headband he carried around his side belt. Kankuro's and Temari's were suddenly filled with fear the moment they laid eyes on the boy. This got Naruto's attention indeed. Who this boy is made Naruto wonder. "Oh Gaara, how long were you there?" Kankuro said while his voice was filled with fear. He was afraid of this boy. "Shut up, Kankuro, you're an embarrassment to our village." Gaara was the boy's name. He teleported down where everyone else was. "I'm sorry that little brat step on my foot and." However, Gaara cut off Kankuro explaining the whole event. "Shut up or I'll kill you myself." Gaara's cold eyes dragger at his older brother. Temari looked worried. She really didn't want them to fight, especially in the hidden village of Leaf. But Gaara looked away from Kankuro. "Let's go." Gaara told Kankuro and Temari as the red-haired boy walked away. Temari relaxed after hearing Gaara spoke. Seeing her little baby brother walk away, blood was not shed by anyone. "Hey you," Naruto called out as Temari turned back. "Are you talking to me?" Temari asked Naruto as the boy shook his head. "No, you with the red head." He got Gaara's attention as the red-haired ninja looked at Naruto. "What is it?" he asked. Naruto stared at the red-haired boy. "You sure treat your teammate kinder. Everyone should work together as a family. That's what teamwork is all about." Gaara's stare became a stare filled with venom. "I don't care about my big sister or my big brother. The only reason I hadn't killed Kankuro is we need him for this stupid exams." "What is your name?" "Naruto Uzumaki." Naruto spoke his name to the Suna ninja. Gaara closed his eyes. "Naruto Uzumaki, huh? I will remember your name until I destroy you." With that said and done, the red-haired boy left, walking away as Kankuro followed him. "Do you cherish him?" Naruto asked Temari. Temari frowned with a sad look in her eyes. "I do, but I don't know he feels the same with me and Kankuro. He's my baby brother. It's not his fault for being this way. I've said too much. See you around, Leaf Ninjas." As Temari walked away, Sakura could only frown. "I feel sorry for her." Naruto agreed with Sakura's words. For now he wanted to know more about the three before he make his move. The young couple and Konohamaru and his friends left the area and Naruto and Sakura went off to find Sasuke Uchiha at the training grounds. Family doesn't always mean a mother, father, brother or sister. Family is a group of people you love, cherish, respect, No, and will do anything to keep them safe to protect them at any cause. Blood is thicker than water, yes, but how far you will go to protect the people you loved. With Sasuke, Uchiha joined the group. Together they were Team 7 after giving Sasuke his pass to take the Chunin exams. The test would begin tomorrow morning 7 o'clock am at the Ninja Academy. 9 o'clock p.m. at Naruto's mansion, basement. Naruto's theme won My Method Savi soundtrack. Naruto was moving equipment around. There was about 10 clones of Naruto were pushing 2 large glass charca clubs around. As the real Naruto and 3 clones were taking a large tube setting up a new trap that Naruto had met. He promised Sakura not to put anyone in a test, but he was making a trap, nothing more. Alright boys, move the bag of dirt to the left box above it. And move the barrier of water to the right box. The real Naruto told his clones while the clones were doing their job. One of the clones spoke to the real Naruto and said, "Boss, what is this trap is about?" Naruto looked at his clone and smiled. "I call it Blood Judge." The name of the trap left the clone confused as the real Naruto whispered to his clone about the trap. "You sure? What if he changes?" The clone said. Naruto sighed. "If he does, he does, but if he doesn't, this trap will change his life, hopefully. I have a feeling this exams will give me the chance to change the lives of many. But I have to be carefully right now. The old man hasn't caught on me." The clones went back to work on this secret trap. Naruto has been working this night. All I need is the person who will be given the choice to decide who should live and who should not live, who he favors the most. Naruto closed his eyes and thought back that one week he was with John, how that one week changed his life, and he remembered that one day that took a major effect on Naruto's life. Flashback. John's hideout. "John, do you really believe I can change the lives of the people of my village?" Naruto questioned his strength on changing people. Naruto was sitting on his bed while John was working on Billy the puppet, putting painting markings on Billy for the finishing touch. John looked at Naruto while he stopped working on Billy. "I believe you can. People can change, and some people can change by themselves. But there are those who don't want to change, those who are unable to change. But believe in yourself, Naruto, your work will save lives." Naruto smiled upon John's words. He was glad he believed in him. Naruto looked at Billy the puppet and said, "Billy's almost done." John smiled at his work. Yes, Billy was almost done indeed. John decided now was the time to pull Naruto in deep in John's world. John started with the first thing on Naruto's mind that was troubling him. "Naruto, please tell me about your life in Konoha. Starting with your teammates, you spoke of how they misjudge you." Naruto frowned at first with a sad look in his eyes. "I've been misjudged a lot. As a child I had no friends. I never knew why I was never adopted into a family. I have always been on my own long as I can remember. I don't know anything about my family." Naruto sighed. "Sometimes I wish I knew what my family was like, if they loved me at all. But as time went on, I grew up raising myself to become number one, to hope I could be known and respected by everyone. I know it seemed like a selfish goal. I had nothing to lose or gain." Naruto's words were listens by John's ears, listening to the boy's voice by every word. "Have you ever thought of your family were killed and have never wanted to leave you?" John asked Naruto. As the boy never thought of that, despair filled his eyes for the moment. "I know what it's like losing a loved one. It's a powerless thing. But listen to me, Naruto. Don't you think you are alone in this world? There's hundreds, possibly thousands of children like you born without a family. But I hope you will gain a new family." John's words touched Naruto's lonely heart. He felt he found a father within John. People make choices all the time. Some make the right choice, others make the wrong choice. What choice will you make? John asked Naruto as the Uzumaki didn't know the choice that he would answer. "I don't know. In time you will make your choice, the right choice." End of flashback. "But my work is not done yet. Oh no, this is the beginning of my work. Konoha will know my work, my art, my lesson, my way of life." Naruto smiled. He believed his work will make everyone's lives better, make sure nobody will be in fear. "Oh yes, there will be blood." John was working one of his latest traps. The trap was a very equal one. John had made a small model of it. It has something to do with 2 people trapped together within a bathroom. Naruto was asleep. It was 3 a.m. in the morning as John had taken a great liking to Naruto. The boy was simple, a good kid at heart, just needed someone to hold his hand, show him the right way. But John smiled upon the sleeping child. Your work shall be known. John said to Naruto while the boy slept. John coughed about 3 times, a nasty cough it was. He felt his time was drawing near. Time wasn't on his side, but he had made the best of it. John knew this boy would be a great aid to him in the future, and he hoped Naruto's work would be very successful. John grabbed a tape recorder from his right of his desk, took in the thought of what Naruto had told him about his life, and had decided to give Naruto's friends a message started to Sasuke. Hello Sasuke. End of flashback. John woke up from his slumber. It was Thursday, about 4 to 5 days since left to return to his homeland. John's eyes were tried. Sleep was a needed indeed, but right now he didn't have time to have his full 8 hours of sleep. 6 hours was enough. John entered the second half of his hideout warehouse. He entered the part where he kept pieces of his traps. John looked around for a special trap pieces. He looked up and saw it was gone. This confused John for the moment. Then John thought back. Flashback. John, what are you working on? Naruto asked kindly as the boy was helping John place everything perfectly around, as the boy had a double-barrel shotgun in his hands. John looked back to Naruto. An early idea was all John had to say to Naruto while the boy walked over to John. While John was working on an early drawing of this trap, Naruto peeked over to see the trap that John is working on. The trap was an odd-looking one. The trap was a person to chain by their feet, and in order for them to be free they must find the key. The key is hidden with the sole of their foot. There is a knife the person must cut into their foot in order to be free. They don't. The chain on their foot will be pulled, ripping their legs off. What do you call this one, John? Naruto asked as the boy was curious in this trap. John told Naruto simple right there and then. I don't have a name for this. It's one of my earlier models. Naruto liked this trap, very original. He thought to himself, mind if I use this? I mean, it's one of your early work, right? John thought it would be alright to let the boy borrow this trap for his own use. Naruto, may I ask you a question? Naruto smiled at John. He would answer John any question with no problem. Sure, what is it, John? Have you ever tested yourself? John's words bother Naruto only for a few seconds. But the boy answered John's question. I don't believe I have. But I have survived a brutal childhood. But if you want to test me, John, I'll accept it. John paused with a blank stare before speaking with the boy again. I will not test one who has been tested by life. End of flashback. John was wearing a nice business suit with a black coat to compete it. John put on a pair of glasses on. He went off to find a certain person who might be able to help him while Naruto is away. It's time to say hello to Mr. Hoffman. Elsewhere, the next day in Konoha, Sakura's theme helped them Saw 4 soundtrack. Sakura woke up this morning, in her room. Sakura stared at her black coat she wore when she kidnapped Larry that one night. In her hands was her pig mask. She stares at the empty eyes of the mask. Her trap was very successful. She changed the life of Larry and his daughter. There was news that Larry is now seeing someone, a wonderful woman, which was wonderful news that Larry was now taking his life to a new start. Sakura felt really great. She slept great. She truly felt wonderful. She had helped someone. She truly felt wonderful. An overwhelming feeling of happiness was within her, and also all thanks to Naruto. She was a different person now. Even now she admitted it. She was wrong what she did to Naruto, and now she was making it up. Also, she was in love with him. Out of anyone male genin, it was Naruto who said to her she was the one for him. He loved her. He told her right there and then. She was his lover, his girlfriend, his and his alone. But they weren't alone. There was Ino, who was a sister to Sakura, her best friend, and Sakura believed Ino would see Naruto's way much like she did, and hopefully her first trap will be successful like Sakura's. Sakura got dressed, fixed her hair, and walked out of her home telling her mother she will be gone for today and will be tasking the Chunin exams today with Naruto and Sasuke. Her mother told her she wishes her good luck during the exams. Ninja Academy. Sakura arrived to see Naruto just arrive, and Sasuke was there waiting for the both of them to show up. Sasuke sweat drop at his teammates. Both of you are late. Are you picking up from Kakashi? Both Sakura and Naruto chuckle nervously together. Team 7 made their way to the upper floors. Naruto was wearing a different outfit, much like his orange jumpsuit but with an orange color hooded. Naruto wore his headband around his head like always. Sasuke also noticed Naruto and Sakura were much closer, seeing they were together a lot. When the team made it to the top floors, they see Kakashi right there to greet them. Kakashi close his favorite orange book to get his students' attention. Ah, glad to see all three of you made it. Now all of you are ready to take the exams. The three nod their heads at the same time, but before Naruto went through the door he was stopped by Kakashi. As the masked ninja said to him, "Hey Naruto, after this do you want to get some ramen?" Naruto had a surprised look on his face, Kakashi asking him if he want to get some ramen catch him off guard. But Naruto smiled afterward. "Sure Kakashi-sensei, I would love that." Once Team 7 had entered the classroom that was filled with many genins from Mist, Leaf, Suna, Cloud, Grass, Rock and the newest ones from Sound. All looked unfriendly, ready to take these exams seriously. Everyone had their game face on. Naruto looked at each of them with an unserious look on his friend, reading their faces one by one. His wonder, they were truly ready to take these exams, or would they just fooling around for kicks? Sakura stood at Naruto's side like Sakura. She was reading everyone's face. She didn't like how everyone was so serious while they weren't. This being your first time, of course you have to be serious, but that doesn't mean you can't be yourself. Sasuke remained cool and collected as always while a familiar voice spoke out to get the team attention. "So you guys are here taking the exams, huh? Should have known." The voice chuckled friendly as Naruto and his team turned their heads to see Team 10 Shikamaru, Ino and Choji. Ino waved friendly toward Naruto and Sakura. Naruto smiled big at his second student while Sakura grinned toward her best friend while Sasuke just stared with a frown but spoke to Shikamaru. "Yeah, I didn't think they will be so many genins here." Another familiar spoke up. "Well, this year exams will be the best because we're here." The voice said while Naruto laughed. He knew who voice that was. Kiba should have known you guys would make it as well. Kiba, Shino and Hinata together, they were Team 8. Unfamiliar voice spoke from the left of the 9 rookies. "So you guys and girls must be the young newbie rookies to be taken in this year Chunin exams." He was a young-looking man with white hair wearing glasses, wearing a purple and light purple colored outfit, wearing a leaf headband. "Who are you? I've never seen your face before." Naruto said. His eyes were focused on this new guy. He didn't seem harmful, but a new face he was. "The name's Kabuto. Pleasure to meet you all. So you taken the exams, huh? Well, good luck. This is my 7th time taking this exam." Kabuto's words shock everyone, leaving them open with their guard down as he explained to them about his tough time dealing with the exams, but his words didn't faze Naruto at all. He didn't care. He would take this exam and pass them even if he had to do them again and again. Kabuto laughed. "Nice try acting tough, kid, but there is no need to start act like this is nothing, especially in front of your lady friends." The glasses wearing leaf ninja smirked at Naruto while Naruto let out a big laugh. While Kabuto explained to everyone about the rest of the exams and also about his special ninja's cards, Gaara, Temari and Kankura watched from afar, looking at them, watching them, seeing they were up to. While the sound Genin Dosu, Zack and Kin overheard Kabuto spoke about the Sound Village being a small village and not well known. Dosu, Zack and Kin attacked Kabuto with a surprise attack, which made him throw up by using the effects of sound waves. But just in time the Junin finally arrive in the classroom after a large poof of smoke covered the classroom floors. "You 3 Sound Genin, do you want to be taken out right before the exam can even begin?" The head leader of the Junin that had taken part of being here in the classroom, his name was Ibiki Morino, the toughest looking ninja the 9 rookies has ever laid their eyes on. Everyone quickly shut up for the moment and listened what he would to say. Naruto took his seat up front while Sakura was about 2 seats behind him and Sasuke was right 3 seats away from the two. Naruto admit he was feeling a bit nervous about the test, which was paper written. The question mostly didn't mean any true meaning to them. But nonetheless he would do his best to answer them. With half of the genin that were come here were either caught cheating or didn't have what it took to finish the rest of this. However, those who stay knew what they had to take. This brought back another memory in Naruto's mind. Flashback. Outside of John's hideout. John and Naruto were having a normal friendly walk together. Down the streets while walking together, Naruto wore a bright blue color coat along with a black warm head to keep him warm, while John's wore gray color sweatpants and sweatshirt with a gray hat to match it all. "Naruto, may I ask you a question about your home?" Naruto gave a nod while the two were walking. "Those who you cherish, will you do anything to keep them alive and safe?" Naruto took a thought about John's question. "Yes, I would do anything. Even though Sakura likes Sasuke a lot, I do anything in my power to make her live a happy life. She's very important to me. Friendship is important to me as well. I never really had a friend. So that why when I make a friend I try my best to keep that friendship alive. John smiled a little before going back his normal frown. I see. Were John's words while his young student asked, "Why do you ask, John?" "I want to know more about you." There is nothing wrong with knowing something about someone. What the point of judging a person's character without knowing them to begin with? John's words ran through deep. His words were true. I agreed, John. Naruto laughed softly but let out a sigh. I wish Kakashi-sensei would be like you, wishing to know me for the person I really am. And Sasuke, well, he's another story to me. He's just normal guy who just luck with the ladies and respect by others. I had to gain that respect but I still don't have it, yet. In time you will, Naruto. Just be yourself. People are like books, you just have to read them. Take your time reading that book, look at its pages, see how soft or rough it feels or looks. Their lives are written in like chapters, the good, the bad, and the ugly of all the events that happen in our lives. The human life is like a book from beginning until the end. But you, Naruto, you are different. John laughed softly before coughing about twice. Why do you believe I'm different? I'm not so different from everyone else, John. Sure, I'm an orphan, but I'm human like everyone else. My life is a chapter of my book. John patted Naruto on his head. You will see one day, I promise you. Care to grab something to eat? John walked on ahead of Naruto, leaving to wonder about John. He wasn't healthy, he may be a strange odd guy. But he was the nicest old guy he had ever met in his life besides Sarutobi. End of flashback. Shortly after the first half of the exams was over, Ibiki explained to everyone about the 10th question and also the fact that them being still here means they were all ready to take part of the second half. But with the sudden surprise guest enter the room, a beautiful adult woman by the name of Anko arrive in the room. Strange she was by her behavior, but shortly later everyone left the classroom. The lower floors. Naruto and Sakura were walking together as Sasuke left the group, telling them he'll meet up with them another time, which was fine with them. Sakura was smiling, she was enjoying the time Naruto was spending with her like a boyfriend should. Ino arrived soon after Sasuke left the group. I want to have a word with you. She told the couple as the three genins went somewhere more private. The three genins were alone when they arrive at the training ground, a small lake. All right, Ino, we're alone, so what do you want? Sakura asked her best friend while Ino had a troubled look in her eyes. I saw how you were looking at everyone, Naruto. Please tell me you're not going to put them in a trap, are you? Sakura looked at her boyfriend wondering if this was true. Naruto answered Ino's question. I can't lie, I was looking at everyone. But I did promise Sakura-chan no traps during the exams. So I can't break my word to her. I am just watching them, learning from watching them. From what I saw, mostly of them aren't that bad, just misguided, that's all. Naruto smiled at the two beautiful genin. You promise, Naruto? Promise that you won't put anyone in your exams until the exams is over. Ino told Naruto as the Uzumaki only smiled. I promise, Ino-chan, you have my word. I am just looking, that is all. But I will say this, the only way I will break that promise, if the person I see the person is a scum of scum, I will have to break that promise. I gave my word that I will make my home a safe place, that I could help change the lives of others. Sometimes you can't help everyone. Ino told Naruto. Naruto closed his eyes for the moment but reopened them. I know sometime they have to help themselves. Right now there is no need for me to act. Naruto sighed for a moment to think, but his thinking time was quickly over. Tomorrow we will be in a forest for 3 days, who knows what could happen. Well, I need my rest, I'll see you ladies later. And Ino, I would love to see how your trap goes. He left with smile. Ino whispered his name under her breath. While Sakura didn't seem too worried about her boyfriend, she knew what he was doing. She believed in him, but Ino was still new at this, she hadn't made her trap yet. But Sakura told her best friend, let it go, Ino, don't worry, he'll be fine, I know Naruto, he never break his promise. Naruto's hideout. Ah, finish, I'm done. Naruto smiled, he just finished his trap, he called Blood Judge, the trap was done. He had even tested it by using his shadow clones, so far the trap worked out very well indeed. Naruto sealed his trap away into a light blue colored scroll. Took longer than I thought, it doesn't matter. Naruto was closing up his hideout, taking care of the area. But however, the sound of someone walking downstairs he heard. Naruto. Naruto knew who the voice belonged to. Yes, Ino. Naruto turned to look at the blonde beauty. Ino looked upset. What's with the long face? Ino looked at Naruto's right hand, seeing a scroll in hand. You just finish up? She asked. Naruto slowly hid the scroll behind his back. I see the scroll, you don't need to hide it. Naruto put the scroll on the table behind him. What bring you here, Ino? He crossed his arms over his chest, waiting for her answer. Ino walked up to Naruto and took the scroll. I want to help. Her voice rang out to Naruto. I need help on how to make a trap. A small blush line appears across her face. Naruto's smile gave Ino the reason to blush. Sure, I'll help you. I'll teach you, Ino, how to change lives. Naruto had his arms open as he smiled at Ino, but Ino suddenly reached out to Naruto, bury her face into his chest. Ino. Her behavior surprised him. When Ino looked up at Naruto to make eye contact with him, Naruto only saw tears in her eyes. The surprise eye in his eyes disappears and was replaced by his kind, normal, friendly eyes. Tell me, he told her, seeing in Ino's eyes she wanted to tell him something very important, but Ino shook her head. I can't. Her words were. Why? He asked. You can tell me anything, Ino. If it's a secret, I'll keep it a secret. Ino just kept shaking her head. I can't. If I do, it will be breaking your rules. Someone you know, isn't it? Ino nodded her head. Is it your father? Ino shook her head. Then who is he? Ino stopped crying and told Naruto about the person that she knows. Naruto, have you ever met my mother? Naruto paused to think. Now that I think of it, I've never met your mother. What is the problem, Ino? Naruto was trying to understand Ino's problem, but she was giving him a hard time. But Ino finally gave the answer to Naruto. Ino's theme 2. Zep Overture Sai soundtrack. Ino's eyes became serious. I want judgment. People don't know, even Sakura doesn't know, but when I was a little girl about 4 years old, my mother was murdered before my very eyes. It happened my parents' 4th anniversary of their marriage. I was young, I was scared, I didn't know what to do. I felt so powerless. Ino hugged herself as the very thought of it brought chills and shame to her. Is why you became a ninja, so you can one day kill your mother's murder. Giving a quick nod to Naruto. Naruto didn't want to tell her what she was doing was wrong, but it wasn't the right answer. Does he lives here in Konoha? Ino shook her head. No, he was from Mist. I remember those cold, sick eyes of his, laughing while I was calling out to my mother. I want revenge, I want to see him suffer, I want justice. Yes. Ino yells. Ino, I know my words will reach or will not reach you. I know what you will say if I say let it go or find another way. But I know the answer you will give me. I will tell you this and listen to me. If you allow me, I will take care of this, Ino. But you must focus on what is ahead of you. Do you understand? I was raised by a family, so I would never know the love between a mother and child. But I do see revenge, and revenge will not make you feel better. His words spoke true, but what can she do? It'd been over 8 years since the death of her mother. But Naruto put his hands on her shoulders. I will help you, Ino. I will help you, but the trap will be your doing. I want to see this man who murders your mother. Can he changes, or will he die as the scum he is? Thank you, Naruto. I feel so better. I'm glad I found someone who can help me. She smiled. I am your best friend, and yet even you couldn't tell me. A new voice spoke, turning their attention toward the stairs to see Sakura there. With a large frown on her face. Sakura. Ino frowned. She knew she was about to get cursed out by her best friend. Why didn't you or your father tell us? I don't know, I was young, but my dad said he would everything better. But I just couldn't forget my mother. She gave birth to me. Because of her I was born. I just can't let her death go unanswered. It's just not fair. Why did he attack us? Tears came down her face once again. Ino was crying. Both Naruto and Sakura didn't like seeing her cry. Naruto let Ino cry in his chest as he told his second student, Ino, I promise I will help you. I promise, you have my word, this man will see the face his crimes. Naruto looked at Sakura as Sakura nodded her head, and took Ino as the girls left the basement, leaving Naruto with a new mission on his mind. I promise, Ino, you have my word, he will pay for his crimes. He will know pain and suffering unlike no other. He will play my game, and justice you so desire will be delivered. Naruto Uzumaki never break his promises. Naruto smiled slowly as he had the perfect idea, but all he need was Ino. This is her game, her test, her first trap, but doesn't mean Naruto couldn't help his beloved student Ino. The games has only just begun. Sakura and Ino left. They went on to return to Konoha while Naruto stayed behind in the mansion all by himself. Thinking in his thoughts, thinking what he could do, what he can do, what will do, and what he must do. Alone in the living room, the mansion was dark, empty, very creepy and scary, but that didn't give fear to Naruto. Naruto just stood there thinking in his mind until he said to himself, "What would you do, John?" Naruto sighed. "I'm tired, I need some sleep." Naruto locked the mansion in the hidden forest and left, heading off to Konoha. While heading toward Konoha, Naruto met up with Ino and Sakura. "Mind if I join you girls?" he asked with a kind smile. The girls gave Naruto a warm smile as the three walked together heading back home. Konoha streets. "Well girls, see ya tomorrow and I wish you all a good night." Naruto's warm smile filled the cool midsummer night well as Naruto walked off. Ino told Sakura she'll see her tomorrow. With that said and done, the two best friends, sisters, left one another, returning to their home. Sakura's home. Sakura's bedroom. Sakura couldn't sleep. All in her mind was what was Naruto up to and what was he doing, what was his new work he'd been working on lately. She couldn't get it out of her mind. She grew worried about him. Sakura let out a soft sigh. She reached her home phone and decided to give Naruto a call. Ring, ring, ring and ring. The phone kept ringing, but there was answer after the fifth ring. It was Naruto. He sounded sleepy when he spoke. "Hello," he said. Sakura smiled after hearing his voice. "Naruto, there's something I want to talk with you about." "What do you want to talk about, Sakura-chan?" "It's about the man. The one who helped you help me. I want to meet with him." "John. You want to meet with John? What made you want to do this, Sakura?" Hearing his voice with little worry in it, Sakura closed her eyes for a moment but reopened them. "Because I want to thank him. If it wasn't for him, I would still be the same old me. I would never know you were the one who truly loved me because I had your heart and I never knew it." "Sakura-chan." Naruto paused for a moment. "Very well, Sakura, I'll think of something. I know John. He would really like to meet you. You're not a bad person, Sakura. You had to look in the other way. I loved you and I always will. I'll protect you no matter what. I would give my life for you. Good night, Sakura. I'll see you tomorrow." Naruto hanged up the phone, leaving Sakura with a surprised look in her beautiful green eyes. He loved me so much, would he even play through a game to save me? Sakura wondered in her mind. Naruto told her right there and then he loves her and he will always will. Those words would haunt within her mind again and again. Unknown. Sakura woke up to find herself lying on the floor. The floor was cold as the air was freezing. Sakura looked around as she couldn't see at all. The room she was within was dark and cold. "Where am I?" she spoke. "Sakura." Two familiar voices spoke to her. Those voices, no, it can't be. Sakura thought to herself as Sakura got up off the floor just as the lights came on. Sakura covered her eyes with her left hand for the moment, as she saw two people being hanged up by strange devices. Sakura's eyes widened in fear as the two before her was none other than Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. Why are they here? Sakura thought to herself. As she looked around the place, it would appear they were in a locked room. Sakura noticed something different about herself. Her hair was long again. There was a large screen behind Sakura. The screen came on showing a puppet, the very same puppet Naruto uses in Sakura's first trap, but however this puppet had a female likeliest to it. As Sakura stared at the puppet looked like Ino. "Hello, Sakura. I want to play a game." Puppet spoke. Sakura fell down to her knees as her worst fears were now coming true right this moment. "For years you claimed to have Sasuke Uchiha as the love of your life. This claim nearly ruined the friendship and sisterhood you have with your best friend Ino." Suddenly out from nowhere a device appeared from above showing Ino. Ino is strapped to the machine by her arms and legs like Naruto and Sasuke were, but unlike the two Inos was special as on Ino's head was an X mark. "Sakura." Ino spoke with tone of fear in her voice. "Naruto Uzumaki, you worked hard, so hard to show Sakura you are her one and only true love of her life. Yet for years she has shot you down. But once you finally have her heart, do you truly believe you finally have her heart? Or does Sasuke still have it? Tonight you will decide the fate of your friends and loved ones, Sakura. Who should live versus who will live. But who shall live is up to you. You have 6 minutes to decide. There are 2 keys in front of you. You must decide the one you want to stay alive and the one you truly love. If you do not decide before time runs out, all 3 will die. Does true love overcome even the greatest of friendships? Live or die, make your choice. The TV screen cut off as the screen was replaced by a giant screen timer showing Sakura had 6 full minutes to decide the fate of these 3 people in her life. Sakura looked down at her feet to see 2 keys were there. The 2 keys had marking on them. The first key had love on it and the second key had friendship on it. Sakura felt her heart racing. The choice was hers. Their fate was in her hands. Sakura-chan, free me. Please free me. You know what is right. You know the truth. Naruto yelled. Sasuke struggled to get himself free. Sakura, help me. You got to get us out of here. Ino didn't say anything. She closed her eyes waiting for Sakura's answer to see what choice her best friend would say. Sakura, come on, don't stand around. Free us, get me and Naruto out of here. Sasuke spoke. Sasuke, you idiot, only one key will free me and you. Naruto growled at the Uchiha. Sasuke glared at Naruto. You're the idiot. Sakura is our teammate, she's a part of the team. She knows what to do. What key free us? What about Ino? We can't let her die. She isn't a part of our team. She's a ninja like the rest of us. She knows the risk. Ino felt her heart break away into pieces as she shed a tear. Ino truly wondered what was going through Sakura's mind. She was her best friend, and would she betray her again to have Sasuke's heart, or was she still her best friend and sister? 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Sakura grabbed the friendship key. She went over to Ino and grabbed the lock was below Ino. The sound of the lock unlocking caused Ino to open her eyes as her locks were now unlocked and she was freed. Ino fell down but was caught by Sakura. Sakura. Ino had a shocked look on her face. Ino, I'm so sorry. I never want us to be enemies. You're my best friend and my sister. I love you. Ino hugged Sakura dearly as Naruto smiled at Sakura. She made the right choice. He said to himself. Sakura, use the key, free me. Sasuke said. Like hell, Uchiha. Sakura-chan will use the key on the one she truly loves. You can't make her choose. She must decide who she loves, me or you. Naruto's words were true, very true indeed. Sakura had a deep pain within her chest. She felt like someone had stabbed her in the heart with a big knife. Sakura. Sasuke growled. Naruto smiled at Sakura. Sakura, what choice you make. I want you to know I love you and I always will. You are my true love, so make your choice. Even if you pick Sasuke, I won't hate you. Naruto closed his eyes waiting for Sakura to make the choice that will decide the fate of the 2 boys who each held a piece within her heart. Sakura looked at the timer. 6 seconds were on the timer. Sakura looked at the heart and flipped it over as the words, follow your heart, love or hate, which deserve to be free. Freedom is the ultimate price. It finally hit Sakura right there and then. Sakura ran over to Sasuke and used the key on him. Sasuke smiled down at Sakura. You made the right choice, Sakura. Sasuke waited for the sound of freedom. Sakura's theme helped them now playing. I did, Sasuke. Please forgive me. Tears came running down Sakura's cheeks. I forgive you, Sakura-chan. Naruto said. Naruto opened his eyes when he heard the sound of his locks being unlocked. Naruto dropped to the floor with a surprised look on his face. Sakura ran over to Naruto, hugging him tightly. I love you too, Naruto. The time was up as the maker hit 0. Sasuke's eye widened in horror. You idiot, why didn't you free me? Tell me why, Sakura. Sasuke shouted. Because I don't love you anymore, Sasuke Uchiha. I never would throw away the lives of my best friend and my love for you. Forgive me, Sasuke, but I have made my choice. Sakura yelled as tears ran down her face. She never wanted to make the choice. She wanted everyone to live, but life is cruel and we all must make sacrifices in order to survive. That's how life works. You idiot, you bitch. You're useless, you always been useless. Sasuke tried to get free but time was up. The locks on him were sealed and there was no key that can free him now. The locks on his arms and legs had tight grip on him now. Suddenly there was a very loud sound coming from above the room. As from the ceiling was a large buzz saw slowly coming down, which was right above Sasuke's head. Sasuke knew he was done for and that his life was over. You bitch, you useless idiot. Sasuke shouted. The door of the room unlocked as a voice spoke. You have your freedom. Naruto grabbed Sakura's right hand as Ino grabbed her left hand as the 3 walked together leaving the room. The sound of Sasuke's death scream was brutal and gory as his blood colors the walls and his guts pour down the floors with beautiful paint of blood. Once Naruto, Sakura and Ino left the room, the door shut by itself and the room's lights turned off. True love and true friendship is the key to a happy life. Suddenly Sakura opened her eyes to find herself in her room in bed. It was all a dream, nothing more. But her heart and feelings during that dream felt so real and true. Sakura was over with her crush on Sasuke Uchiha. She more focus on her future with her true love and her best friend. I am truly reborn. Naruto woke up to the sound someone knocking on his door. Naruto looked at his clock and saw whoever it was pretty early as it was only 5:00 in the morning. Naruto got out of bed to open the door as Naruto was surprised to see who was standing in front of him. It was Ino, who was already dressed, but however her hair wasn't tied in her long ponytail. Ino's hair was out. Ino had long beautiful blonde hair. Ino's hair was the longest hair Naruto has ever seen in his life, the second being Sakura's before she cut her hair. Seeing tears running down Ino's face, leaving Naruto frown as he opened his arms as Ino buried her face in his chest as Naruto closed his door. He told Ino to sit down on his bed as he sat down beside her. Ino, tell me what's wrong? He asked the beautiful blonde. I'm having nightmares of my mom. I can't stop thinking about her, and her killer. Ino tightened her fists. Naruto placed his left hand on Ino's right shoulder as Ino looked at Naruto. You feel helpless and afraid. I know that feeling, but Ino, even if you find him, getting your revenge won't make you feel better. Ino looked away with her face filled with anger. But Naruto brought her attention towards him as Ino felt Naruto's left hand resting on her right thigh. Ino, I'm serious. It won't heal the heart. I know, I've seen it. Ino, I believe in you, and so does Sakura. Ino frowned as her eyes began to tear up once more. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid, but I want to make him suffer. I never been so afraid in my life, not since the day my mother died. I don't want to bring pain to other, but I just want to make him remember the pain he caused to me. Ino cried. Naruto hated to see Ino shedding tears, listening to her story of she lost her mother at such a young age. Ino rested her head against Naruto's left shoulder. Naruto wished he could do something to help Ino in any way he can, but he didn't know what the killer looked like or where he was. Naruto. Ino spoke as she got Naruto's full attention. Ino shy right before she spoke. Do you like me? Do you think I'm pretty? Ino stared into Naruto's blue eyes, begging for him to answer her as Naruto smiled at Ino. Ino, you're pretty, very pretty. Why do you ask? Naruto grew curious on what Ino was planning. Ino looked very shy so suddenly. It's just, I always tried my best to get Sasuke's attention. Like Sakura, I had a big crush on him, but now after what you did, you helped us. I see him different now. You know I love Sakura very much and she's my girlfriend and both of you are best friends. I won't get between you two. I won't have you fight because of that. Naruto looked at Ino with a mean stare, but his mean stare disappeared after seeing Ino looked away in shame. If it makes you feel better, I like you too, Ino, but I only like you. I love Sakura. Ino giggled with delight as Naruto sweat dropped but smiled at Ino. Feeling better? Naruto smiled. A little. Ino smiled. Good, now I can go back to sleep. Naruto lay back down on his bed. Naruto. Ino looked down on Naruto. Yes, Ino. Can I sleep with you? What? No, not like that. Can I sleep by you? I don't want to go back home. Your place is closer to Sakura's. Naruto sighed as he crawled underneath his covers. Fine, come on while the cover's still warm. Ino crawled underneath Naruto's covers and cuddled close to Naruto. Naruto turned away, having Ino face his back. Thank you, Naruto. Ino said before closing her eyes. Naruto looked back smiling, for now it was the least he could do to help her out for now. The few hours later. The Forest of Death. Naruto, Sakura and Ino arrive at the Forest of Death early, about 2 hours for show time. There was no one in sight in the area but the three. Naruto and the girls jumped over the gate entering the Forest of Death. The three stopped in one area, a perfect area for the testing to begin. All three were wearing black color theatrical robes. Naruto wore a mask that looks almost like Billy. As for Sakura, Sakura's mask was the pig mask and so was Ino's. Naruto lifted his mask up as so did the girls. Sakura, I need you to create a shadow clones of me while I finish placing the trap. Naruto told Sakura as Sakura nodded her head. What do you want me to do? Ino asked. For now, Ino, nothing. First we must take care of our first test subject, then we can move on to the next. Do you understand? Ino nodded her head. Naruto took out a scroll from his robe as he unsealed what was within the scroll. Ino and Sakura were a bit amazed upon the trap that Naruto kept hidden within the scroll. Two giant empty boxes with a stand with two buttons on the stand. There were words on each of the buttons. Blood Judge. Naruto spoke of the trap. Wow, Naruto, you took time to create this. Sakura smiled as she cheered her boyfriend. Hey, don't look so surprised. Your first trap was wonderful. Sakura blushed for a moment. Her first trap was to help and it did help in the end. Naruto looked at Ino, who frowned for a moment. Ino, I look forward to see your trap as well. Ino's frown turned into a smile as she nodded her head. Alright, you two go, I need to finish the rest of this trap. Sakura, make sure Gaara, Temari and Kankuro goes to gate number 7. Sakura nodded her head as she placed her mask back on her face as she and Ino ran off to complete the task Naruto has given her. 2 hours later. Forest of Death entertains. Everyone had arrived and everyone was ready to take the exams within the forest. Sakura stood aside with Naruto, Sakura's clone disguised as Naruto, Sasuke. As everyone else were ready to take on the exams, Ino acted like her normal self, acting happier than she can be. Until Ino looked to her right to see someone she didn't want to see at all. There few senseis of the group of genins that had arrived. There was the sensei of the genin of mist. Ino's eyes widened as she froze. Sakura looked to see Ino sudden froze up as Sakura went over to her best friend to see what was wrong. Hey Ino, what's wrong? Sakura's voice broke Ino out of it. Huh? Sakura, what is it? Ino asked. Sakura frowned. You froze up, what's wrong? Sakura quickly grew worried on her friend's behalf. Ino shook her head as she looked away as Sakura looked at the sensei of the team of Mist Genins. It's him, isn't it? Sakura asked. Ino didn't say a word. Believing fear is what kept Ino from speaking to her. Sakura shook Ino's right shoulder. Ino, don't be like this, not now. You need to keep it together. Ino nodded her head. Ino had to toughen up. You're right, Sakura. He'll pay for what he did. After explaining to everyone that everyone's main goal was to find the tower in the heart of the Forest of Death. But with 2 scrolls, the Scroll of Heaven and Scroll of Earth. Each of them had one of the other and needed to find and take the scroll from the other team. While doing so, Team 7 was given Gate 5 while Team was given Gate 7, which was perfect, and Team 10 was given Gate 8. Once the gates open, everyone ran through the gates. Elsewhere in the Forest of Death, Naruto heard the sound of the gates opening. Naruto cracked a smile as he knew the time was right. Naruto looked upward and saw Team Suna just jumped over him. It's time to begin. While the 3 Suna ninja jumped over tree branch to tree branch, Kankuro was the first to speak. Where can be the best choice of picking off the would-be ninjas? Kankuro cracked a smile. Any of them will do. Gaara spoke. Just don't get too much trigger happy, guys. Temari told her little brothers. Kankuro rolled his eyes while Gaara didn't give a respond. Temari just sighed as she closed her eyes. As Gaara and Kankuro jumped fairer ahead of Temari, Temari frowned as she wished she was closer to her brothers. She was the big sister. They barely listened to her at times, and worst of all, Gaara didn't really care for them. Then again, it wasn't his fault to begin with. Suddenly Temari heard something from behind her. Temari looked back but didn't see anyone behind her. When Temari turned back to look forward, she didn't see Gaara or Kankuro in front of her. Temari feared they got ahead of her again or decide to play a joke on her. Temari stopped. She landed on the ground. Gaara, Kankuro, where are you? Temari yelled. Temari heard the sound of a twig twitch to her left. Temari quickly looked to her left but saw only nothing. Temari sighed as she smiled. Once Temari lowered her guard for a moment, someone came behind Temari, grabbing hold of her. Temari struggled to escape, but the unknown person placed a rag over Temari's nose, forcing her to breathe in. Temari quickly passed out, but before she heard, a voice spoke to her. You will become a part of something much greater, Temari. Soon you will see firsthand of my work. Elsewhere with John. John's hideout. John was standing up drinking while reading a newspaper. While drinking his warm coffee as before John was a man sitting in a chair strapped down by straps hooked to a double-barrel shotgun which was underneath him. The man woke up to see John staring at him. You know why you're here, don't you? They say imitate is form of flattery. John chuckled for a moment. But I find somewhat distasteful being given credit for work that's not mine. John shows the man the newspaper that read. Jigsaw killer responsible for pendulum murder. Especially inferred work. John places the newspaper down nearby table. John kept his attention on the man before him. Like you, I know how it feels to lose family. I know what it's like unable to protect loved ones. It's a powerless feeling. John walked away slowly. While John's back was turned, the man in the chair trap slowly started to struggle. No, no, I wouldn't do that. John warned the man. John grabbed a giant mirror and placed it in front of the man, to have him view the state he was in. Hair trigger, John told the man. The man calmed down. What do you see? John asked the man. Vengeance can change a person. Make you into something you never thought you were capable of being. But unlike you, I've never killed anyone. I give people a chance. You call this a chance? The man said. John stared. We'll see, our game just begun. Our game, you don't even know me. The man told John. Oh, I know you. I follow you as you pursue me. I know you, I know about your sister. How you cared for her, how you loved her. I know she was your only family you had left. The man's name was Mark Hoffman. Mark thought back to the painful memories of losing his sister. The only person he cared and loved, only to have her taken away from him by her boyfriend who brutally murdered her. Mark shut his eyes for a moment as the memories deeply scared him. You go to bars, drink so you can sleep. You stagger in your car and start the next day. John shook his head slowly. As Mark the trap he made to punish his sister's boyfriend Seth. You can display justice and give people the chance while they grumble their lives at the moment. John nodded. John walked up to Mark. By the way, the blade on your pendulum was inferred. If you want to give a true edge, you have to use temper steel. Temper is better for the long haul. You in this for the long haul, detective? John asked. What you want from me? Mark yelled. The same kind of treatment you did to Seth was a public service. John chuckled. Mark shook his head. She was my only family. He didn't deserve the chance. He was an animal. Everyone deserves a chance. John shouted at Mark. You didn't see the blood. You didn't see what he did her. Mark shouted back as John saw nothing but anger and sorrow, guilt within Mark's eyes. Killing is distasteful, to me. John told Mark. Mark glared at John with tearful look in his eyes. There is a better way. Tell me what you want. Mark asked. John sat near Mark holding the trigger of the shotgun. Mark felt fear building within him. His heart started to race. Look, look, John yells. Tell me what you want. I want to know, do you have what it takes to survive? John told Mark. As Mark shut his eyes as John pulled the trigger, as nothing happened as the straps were undone. Mark opened his eyes as tears ran down his face. Mark turned to look at John and said, You. Mark believed John was toying around with him. The shotgun had no ammo. See, this is a different method we're talking about. When my subject survives my method, she or he is instantly reborn as a new person. John explained to Mark. Now do you want a chance? Do you? John asked Mark. Mark nodded. I'll give you a chance. I'm the man you called Jigsaw. It's your duty to bring me in. But I know who you are. And I know what you've done. So, it's blackmail. Mark asked. No, this is redemption. I'm just giving an option, that's all. You can bring me in, but know this. Your life ends as you know it, or you can see the world different like I have. A method that helps you sleeps at night. John smiled at Mark as he freed Mark from the chair trap. John took the shotgun and took a seat near his desk. Mark looked over to his right and saw a razor blade. Mark grabbed it as he got up from the chair and slowly walked towards behind John. Or I can kill you right now. Mark threatens John. John calmly said, but you're not a true killer. The information I have is right where it needs to be. And will be released upon my disappearance. John smiled at Mark once again. Why? Mark asked. Because Mark, I believe even a person like you can be saved. I know this because you are not the first person whose life I've changed. John told him. They never believe your word over mine. Mark said. You're willing to take that risk. How would your sister feel? To ruin your own life to protect a corrupt law system that puts murders back on the streets. You're at the crossroad, detective, make your choice. John unloaded the shotgun to show Mark it indeed was loaded with ammo. John's method was right, he give people the chance, and those who are worthy of having a second chance. Life is a game. Your timer starts when you are born and ends when you die. There are no winners, losers, or tiebreakers. However, the objective is to make the right choices in life. Everyone is given the keys of choices. The keys are the people you know, yourself, and everyone else in the world. Are you prepared to make the right choice? Use the keys life has given you. Or will you cheat your way through life, causing the keys to shatter, and live the rest of your life in regret? Choose wisely, your clock is ticking, detective. Mark remains silent for over 4 minutes until he spoke, "I'll help." Elsewhere. Forest of Death. Temari woke up by the sound of rumbles. Temari opened her eyes to see she was inside what appears to be a paste glass see-through box. Kankuro was banging against the glass as Temari couldn't hear him at all. Temari looked to her left to see Gaara was also inside a giant box like hers. Temari looked up to see an close vent above her. Same goes for Gaara. Temari saw Kankuro was pointing down. Temari looked down and saw a tape recorder with the tag, "Play Me," on it. Temari pushed play on the recorder as the vent above Temari opened as all three of them could hear the voice spoke. "Hello. I wanna play a game." Who the hell is this? Kankuro thought to himself. Temari, Gaara and Kankuro. The three of you are brothers and sister. A family, but however the three are more like enemies rather than family members. Gaara, you believed your brother is a waste of life. Kankuro, I've seen in your eyes you hate your little brother. Your father barely gave any one of you the love a parent should give to their children, but yet he flavors Temari over the both of you. Gaara, you are jealous of your brother and sister because they were loved while you were left in the darkness. Today, Kankuro, you are given the choice to mark the fate of the family who you share the same blood with. There you will see the device that will deliver the choice of your family's fate. Who you believe is worth saving and who is worth dying. Kankuro looked to see between the two boxes was a device with a switch that goes left or right. Left for Temari. Right for Gaara. The boxes you see before you, Kankuro, are the coffins of your brother and sister. Temari's will be filled with dirt. Gaara's will be filled with water. You have 6 minutes to make the choice. If you do not, then both will die and suffering will await you in the end. Live or die, make your choice.